No, okay. Greetings, everyone. How are you all? I'm that UK gamer, aka the Christmas quiz champion. Just getting that out there. Um, Thank you for coming to the stream. This is the 10th entry in GamezoneBirdroom's 12 streams of Christmas. This will be a review of 2021, talking about moments that were special to us, be it sport, life, even what games we've looked forward to, and then what we're looking forward to next year. Again, it's games or just general life. I have a couple of special guests so far. There are spaces, and I hope someone can post a link to the stream if you do wish to join. But for now, let me introduce my first guest. He's someone you all know, at least I hope you do. It is
Oh, it's
the
me.
Retro Bear.
It's me. Good evening. Good evening, Martin. How are you?
I don't know what the hell that was, but mine it was like a goat.
Was it? Okay, well, I said good evening. How are you?
Is anyone else hearing this different weirdly?
I hope not. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? This is going well. Hang on. No, technical problems.
Okay. No, what is it? Okay, it's just me then.
Yeah, just you.
Okay, Russ, but on mine it sounds absolutely weird.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Well,
Okay.
that's no better than usual. So we'll have to see how we get on, won't we? Do you want to use sign language?
We'll have to try and sort this out.
Yeah, use sign language, or should we go?
Okay, Russ, as long as you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on the assumption you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Al said he can hear me fine, so I'm just going to turn off my audio and turn it back on quickly.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'm going to introduce my second guest, Big Game Al.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, not him. Not him.
And yes, I can't hear you either. It's like I'm the only one who can't hear you. Okay, one sec.
Anyone hear me?
I'll be back in a minute.
He's going to leave us on the stream, Al. That's what it is. Al, can you hear me?
He's giving it to us. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take over.
How is everyone in the comments tonight? You all doing well?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in tonight. I'm just having a quick look down there as well. I can't highlight the comments because I'm not hosting a stream, but I can see Retro Claire, Retro Crazy Gaming.
No, audio's still weird.
John Bunday, Borho Phoebe Chicken. Douglas Peters also as well. Borho. Yeah, loads of people in tonight. It's good.
Thank you all for joining. Hopefully you can hear all three of us, and it's just mine that can't.
No.
Yeah, I thought this one would be quite a good one tonight, talking about the year, what we've had so far. And
yeah, it's been another funny year, isn't it? Yeah, it'll be another funny year, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
I can't hear anything apart from.
We were talking perfectly all right until he pressed the live button.
Yeah,
it was fine a minute ago, so I don't know what the hell's gone on here.
Oh dear me!
So this is a great start.
To
be honest, it sounds to me like you're just all burping all the time.
I am
we might be. We might be. Are you going to show us your tan line tonight, Al, or not?
What, that one?
No, there we go. Yeah, if you can see there. Yeah.
My neck was too fat. I couldn't get a tan underneath.
Well, I can't hear a thing, so this is going to be an interesting stream. Back myself out. Okay. Bye.
Oh, he's gone.
He's definitely gone now. Let's hope he's got the link.
Yeah, that's true. That's you're going to come back again. Oh dear me. Anyway, so how was your cruise anyway? I'll just out of interest.
Oh, it was brilliant. It's on my list of 2021 events. So we'll talk a bit more about it later. But
yeah,
oh, fantastic! I think I've put on about 2 stone, but
all right, yeah.
You can't notice it because I was big anyway. But
okay, can you all hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
Well, Chicken says blame the internet, but I've tried the Wi-Fi and the 4G, and it's still doing it.
Oh, good grief!
So I don't know what's going on.
There's not a lot we can do on that, really, is there?
Tell you what, I'm going to try dropping news out and then back in.
Okay.
Okay. Can you all hear me still before I add them back in? I hope so, anyway. Okay. Hello, Russ.
Hello, Martin.
I can hear you.
Hooray!
Right.
It's only taken us 5 minutes.
On there. Okay.
It's like one of our Fall Guys streams.
We had a great chat.
Yeah, sounds like one of our Fall Guys streams are when we try and get the.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. It's only 6 minutes. It's taking a lot quicker than our Fall Guys stream.
Yeah, I tell you something, it's our bright idea at the start, because we said to Martin, said, "Oh, do you want to drop us out and bring us all back in and introduce us properly?" We were working perfectly fine until that moment, so there we go.
Blame Russ.
Blame me.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But
well, the good news is if people are 5 minutes late, they can't hear us, so that's all right. They miss nothing. They miss absolutely nothing.
It takes a few minutes for people to join the stream anyway, so
that's it.
That was the intro.
I think Dylan said he can't hear us, but I think Dylan's just being Dylan.
I just saw a comment from Feed Me Chicken. I didn't quite get to read it, but I know you mentioned Nightbot, which, by the way, hopefully won't interfere this time, because I did get rid of it as a moderator.
I think
hopefully won't get the timeout this time.
I think it looks all right because he's posted 4 emojis after his last comment.
He said, "I'm so glad I'm not the only one who has issues on live stream."
Oh, Dylan says he can't hear anything, but I think he's just.
Can anyone else not hear anything?
That's being funny.
Is it just Dylan?
Yeah.
Right.
Think you have put him in timeout? What?
Who have you put in timeout?
I'm not again. That was his last thing, but I don't know whether he's been kicked out.
No, it can't be, because it's saying put him in star and timeout. He's on timeout. I don't know what's going on because it's not. Yeah,
he's messaging saying he's in timeout. I haven't seen Nightbot yet.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Okay, well,
check the settings and it says put in timeout. So
we'll just tell people not to use emojis.
Chicken, I have no idea what's going on.
Don't use emojis when you come in the chat.
Don't use emojis. See what happens.
Use sign language. That tends to be a lot better.
I don't know what's going on. I said I got rid of the Nightbot that was doing it based on that, so it shouldn't still be doing it. Oh well. Okay.
Well, we can start now.
Had, what's going to be interesting is when I watch this back and listen to that first 5 minutes, because I have no idea what was said.
Just skip that bit.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting chat. Okay. So thank you both for coming on, first of all. And thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Today I've gone for the sexy trucker look with my lovely pink locks and my lovely trucker hat. And I've got nice little pink bits right in my eyes. So I'm probably going to go slowly blind.
I'd have combed it before you come on.
Yep, I've already had to do some wig modifications at the last minute.
Okay.
And all right, I was joining in.
Is that Ludicrous Prime down the bottom there, is it?
It's my Halloween costume.
Someone's a couple of months behind the times.
Only a couple.
Now we're finally settled. So this stream, we're going to be talking about 2021 to start with. We're going to be talking about special moments for us, just generally, life, sport, gaming even. And then later on, we'll be talking about what we're looking forward to in 2022. But we're going to start with this year. So, who wants to go first? Okay. Al's
He's
going
made-
first then.
He's made
Highly
notes.
recommended by. That is true. Al has actually just made notes. He showed us before the stream, so I think you're a good place to start, Al.
Well, 2021 was a pretty bad year to start with. It never started till May for me. But it all started with a lovely trip to Birmingham/Leicester back in the early days of May. Meeting up with good old Glory, Hunter, Paul, Eddie, people like that. Fantastic. So it was just good to actually get out and do something for the first time in, that must have been about 18 months since we've been out game hunting or anything. So that made a massive difference to actually get out, meet people, being able to go and do stuff. And then from there, it just went on. We've done loads of stuff. Most of it seems to be in May by the looks of my thing. But I went and met with Craig's here again, with Eddie again, went to his lockup. And if you've not met Craig, I don't know if any of you have been to events and seen him.
Met him once before, but it's a couple of years back now, Birmingham.
He is absolutely fantastic guy. What a legend. Do you fantastic deals. I know Al likes to get what the hell's that? But yeah, massive thanks for Eddie for sorting that out. My pocket was a lot lighter when I left there. On the same day, we actually met Bill, Betty Hall Clinic. What a legend he is. Love his FIFA streams on a Friday night. Don't think he's won a game yet, but he's our competition for Fall Guys Friday when we actually play it on a Friday.
He's not likely to win the game the way he plays either, to be fair, but
yeah. So that was in May. Oh, and we've done Arcade Club as well. So yeah, quite a bit.
And that was just May.
That was just May. Yeah, I've got other months to do. I'll let someone else have a go for a bit. Otherwise, I'll be chatting here for half an hour.
Okay. Do you want to go or shall I?
No, I'm just trying to think. I mean, early start of the. I was going through my videos early, just trying to vaguely recollect what I was doing back then, and it seemed to me I was doing a lot of trading and buying stuff at the time. We're talking gaming stuff here first of all, aren't we? We'll talk about other events, I suppose. We start with gaming, so we might as well carry on with that. And I think the start of the year I was doing a lot of trading with other YouTubers and buying stuff off them. I bought a lot of 8-bit stuff at the start of the year, which is sort of carried on all the way through. But I didn't see anybody for months on end, so that was quite weird because we were still bedspread on Al's list.
It's actually on my list in.
It is.
September. It made the list.
But I don't know. It was a strange old start to the year because we were still locked down in January, weren't we? We were obviously put in the lockdown straight after Christmas again. This is very reminiscent of this year, isn't it? We're heading in that direction again. So we were all locked down. The shops weren't open. April, was it April time they were open again?
I think it was towards the end of April. That's why most of my stuff was done in May. Before it
I'm trying to remember because I made a thing at work with a mark on when we reopened our shop back up again. So it was a very, very strange time. So I was buying a lot of stuff at the start of the year and accumulating more rubbish. So I remember at the time I started building up what I bought behind me, which people can't see down the bottom here. And it's only been recently since I was put the new game room together that all this stuff, which was all behind me for pretty much most of this year, has now disappeared, and now I've got a complete clear run to the Wii shelves behind me. But that was just full of stuff I was buying in. So it was a lot of stuff bought, but I don't remember doing a fat lot. I can't really remember what was going on. I mean, my life really was going to work, coming home again, because I was still having to go out to work. And I didn't meet anybody until when probably the summer, I think it was, when you were up our way again, Al. Only July, wasn't it, I think?
August, according to my list.
August, was it like it's August? Yeah. Because I hadn't got any time off work to meet you all. I tried to pop up for an hour during my lunch because you was around the corner. But it was very strange times at the start of the year, and you weren't quite sure what was going to happen. You know, you were anticipating this unlocking of everything, and we had to start going out again. but you're never quite sure what was going to happen. So it was an expensive start to the year, certainly.
Yeah. I also have a question for you from Eddie.
I'm not planning on splurging anything at the moment. I'll be absolutely truthful. Unless I get any money for Christmas or any vouchers or anything for Christmas, I am going to be not spending. But I want to get to that a bit later on about what I'm planning on doing next year or thinking of doing next year. But I don't really envision me going out and doing what I've done recently. Which, yeah, it's been nice to be able to do it, but I've just got to rein it in a little bit. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any surprises in that one.
To enjoy while it lasted.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Mike, I sat on my hands quite a lot during last year, and didn't really until sort of June time begin to sort of buy stuff and invest in things, and then obviously with the room renovation and all that.
Yeah, trust me, I know the feeling.
Yeah, so up until about the middle of this year, I hadn't really, although I've been spending stuff, I hadn't been outlaying so much, and since June it was just fell over after that. So yeah.
Right, is it freezing for anyone else? Or is it just me?
Looks fine for me.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just sat there now, isn't he?
He's frozen now, ain't he?
No, he's moving.
Yeah,
but I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, not again.
Oh my goodness me.
Hello, Martin. Come in mine.
Yeah.
Are you back?
Hello. It's got me. You haven't come. It's like doing my own videos yet, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can see you, chicken.
Yeah.
We can see you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks fine on here.
Talk.
Have you tried turning off and turning on yet?
Twice.
Hang on, I'm going to try something.
He's gone all portrait now.
On the tape mode.
Yeah, he's now gone completely, hasn't he?
No, yeah, it's definitely not moving this time.
I think he's frozen now with that comment stuck on the screen as well. So you just need to let it go. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he has gone completely. Oh,
He's back.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. We can't hear us again now, can he?
Can you hear me though?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you, but it's delayed by a bit, I think.
Okay. Well, I finished talking, so if you want to add something now, carry on.
That's not working.
What is it? Not used to having guests on.
Why is it not working?
Oh dear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, well, if you can hear me, it seems my audio's delayed a bit and the comments aren't turning on and off.
If you need some help with streaming, I can go and get hold of Gross Newton for you. Heard he's the king of the streams.
Right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell you what I'm going to do.
I like Chicken's comment. It's the end of the year and the internet is on furlough.
It's only on the Wii U, ain't it?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you, and we're at sync audio-wise as well now.
Yes.
Oh, good. Right. So I finished talking. So if you want to say, you get your bit in now.
Oh,
God, bloody hell.
Yeah.
He's now gone. If anybody's
I can
tuned
see
in
his
halfway,
comments about, is he back in the room yet? And he's frozen. I can
We
see
can
that.
hear
if anybody's just joining the stream, this is the Can You Hear Me Now stream, where Martin shouts, "Can you hear me now?" every 30 seconds, and we go, yes.
Going back to the earlier comment from Mr. Tapman about Rochdale having the best kebabs. Don't believe him. They're the worst kebabs I've ever had in my whole entire life. And after it got stuck to the paper. And Paul will confirm it.
Was that one of your trips up that way, was it?
Yeah, we went up to watch Rochdale versus Stevenage. Oh, there's two of them.
There's two of them.
Oh, apparently I am there twice. Hang on, I'm going to try this. See what happens.
One may disappear at some point. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Back.
Right, so can you hear us now, Mother?
Apparently, maybe the stream will only work when Feed Me Chicken is in timeout.
Well, Griffo and Dainster are here as well, so they've just come to see what this is all about. At the moment, it's not a lot.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
I'm just wondering if I could put a sign up saying yes or no. Just a bit of paper.
He just totally cut out of me. Oh, yeah. Not a lot, because I don't know what is going on here. I really don't know what is happening.
See, Feed Me Chicken's now put 5 emojis in there. Is it time it out again?
Probably.
Well, I need to try and find that comment and see if... Okay, that's an improvement, because whenever I was pressing the comments, it wasn't removing it.
Okay.
So that's an improvement.
Okay,
so there might be problems on their end.
So how was your start to the year anyway?
Funny again.
Dangerous comment here. This stream sums up 2021. Falling apart all the time.
Apparently Amanda's worked it out. She said your internet is playing up like when they do FaceTime.
Sounds like our internet. It could be, but the problem is it's doing it. So the problem is it's doing it on 4G and Wi-Fi. So I don't know what's going on there.
Is it just to do with the comments?
Well, finally able to talk about it. Well, like you say, wasn't able to do much at first. Did use the opportunity to catch up on some games though I had. It was either really work or talk to Amanda or play something really, along with the occasional watch a bit of football. Although actually, one thing I did do end of January, I remember, was finally get to sort out. It does, but not always. So I don't know. But one thing I did get to do is sort out the game room a bit, like these white Billy bookcases. Spent ages putting them all together, like end of January, start. What's that? Could it be weak signal? Maybe. I don't know what's going on.
The ship will come back past a minute with your signal again.
Okay. I think, yeah. Internet is poor in Essex.
Well, that's because there's only people using it down there now.
Well, it is right now.
Fulcrum of the streaming stroke YouTube community is down that way. That's where all the internet's getting sucked from.
So. I swear half the time I'm just having a chat with myself here.
You are listening.
Yeah, I know. No, it's just because sometimes the audio is like slow. It's like I'm just talking to myself.
That's all right.
This is going to be very interesting if someone catches it later. So I just want to put an apology out there now. I don't know what's going on. It all worked fine until we actually decided to start the stream.
We've only been going 25 minutes so far. We haven't got we haven't done anything yet.
No.
So Ross has worked out. Look, there you go.
Yeah. Just pause it 4 terabyte of feed pics.
Yeah. And I think what it is, it's the fact that 2021 has been such a bad year that we've gone so far and we haven't really spoken about it yet. So not really a lot to add to it, is there?
Has your internet been hacked? No, it just sucks, I think, in Essex. But no, I think the main thing for me in the first couple of months was, apart from celebrating mine and Amanda's birthdays, it would have been finally getting this game room more like how I wanted it, with a Kallax to display my consoles and setting up the shelves how I want them to get more space and display all my stuff how I wanted it. But it made it feel more like the game room I wanted. So really happy with that. Still keep moving stuff around, trying to figure out the perfect layout though. And I've still got a couple of bits to add to it and remove from it, but it's a lot more how I want it. And I've got somewhere to put lovely Christmas lights if they were on. But to the comments, and apparently the best thing of this year was the Birds feud.
Yeah, that was really good at the start. That was really good when that was, and I can't remember the exact timing of it, but it definitely got a lot of people's interest.
It started like just after Christmas, like just before New Year, and everyone was like, "Oh, what's this about?"
Yeah.
Then it went on a bit. I think it was about February time. I think that was when they started doing the streams for it.
Yeah, I like the whole concept. It did seem genuine to me, to be honest, at first.
Yeah, it did to me as well. I must admit, I wasn't quite sure what the hell was going on, but
it started on the 1st of January. They've just both said
at
midnight. I knew it started doing New Year. But I still don't think Feed Me Chicken's got all his subs back yet from that.
To be honest, I thought it was a giant cockfight, but there you go.
It technically was, I suppose, on more than one level. But I can see why some people rubbed people up the wrong way, and some people's reactions to it were based around that. But it was the way it was done, and when you understand the way it was done and what it was trying to achieve, then it was very, very successful. It certainly got a lot of people talking about it, and that's what it's there to generate interest. And have you heard about this? Because as soon as that first sort of few videos dropped, it's like, what the hell's going on here? Because you're all messaging each other, aren't you? Because you all talk to each other. So what's going on here?
They done great work there, not letting anything slip, just going along with it. I kept messaging James, and James was like, I don't know what his problem is. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah. It all seems so genuine.
Yeah, it did. I mean, the one that got me was when Feed Me Chicken was sat there in his garden and he was throwing eggs at James's picture like that.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, bloody hell! This is like, whoa! What has James done here? I mean, we all know James very well. What's he done to upset him? We were trying to find out what has he done. We can't find out any information about it. So, yeah, and it was very well done.
Damn right, chicken.
Just people were taking it too serious.
Yeah, I think it's because it did come across that way at first, and then it slowly became realised what was actually happening. Oh, hang on, look at this. Chicken giving Jack Birdroom credit for it. So now we know where it all started.
I think it was getting really serious until that Feed Me Chicken come on and done that press conference thing in a suit. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is just a joke now.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Dana mentions it there as well. But when he came in and said he was, siding one way, it was like, wow, what's going on here as well? And he was going to be the referee and this challenge, this series of nightly challenges, which we all sat there and watched as well, and accusations of people cheating. That was quite funny. So yeah, I mean, look, fair play to everybody involved in that. It was fantastic, and if it brings people together like that and gets them talking about it and speculating, and a lot of people, some people I think worked it out, some people didn't. that's what you want at the end of the day, to generate a bit of interest. And you know, fantastic. But he was good.
Yeah, it was like it was different as well, and it was like not what we expected. Like partly it came out of nowhere, partly because it was so serious and just what it generally was. To me, it was just like, okay, what is going on here? But it was interesting to watch. You wanted to pay attention to it. You wanted to keep up to date with it, see what was happening, see who would end up winning.
Yeah, and we got we got a sequel, didn't we, later on in the year?
Yeah, so I was going to mention that.
Yeah, and again, yeah, credit to Cooper's World for starting that competition, which I think just started as a competition for people to put lap times in on Mario Kart.
Yeah, top.
And then it sort of, you got Chicken and Basubi, you know, with the best times, and you know, it transpired from there. But this time we sort of knew what it was about, but we didn't stop people getting involved, did it? Because a lot of people got very invested into it, and you know, taking one side or the other. So
I'd also like to say the thing that got me also was Corbana doing that sort of like news press conference thing, all dressed up. To be honest, I thought he looked very much like Valentin Sukovsky from GoldenEye, like in that suit.
I don't think he's given Al for what he said about him on that stream, wasn't it? With that stream we did, Al, I said you have to apologise to him. He said, "No, I'm not apologising." But I mean, I was lucky enough to be asked to get involved in that, just doing those 2 live streams with the guys, and yeah, it was just nice to be part of it. I was delighted to get involved, and it was a shame it ended as it did, but you know, that's as you know tonight, Martin. That's the power of the internet. I'm afraid it just doesn't work when you want it to work. And
no, this is one benefit to the old style gaming, where it's just one single screen.
Yeah, both sitting there.
A little comment here from Feed Me Chicken. Both were amazing to me, and I'm so grateful for and to everyone who has ever got involved. Well, we loved it all, Chicken, and to Basubi and GamezoneBirdroom. Thank you for it, because it entertains us all.
And to Dana, don't forget to get Dana as well.
There.
Yeah, Dana as well, because
and Dana, of course. Thank you for that as well.
And we're looking forward to the next one, whatever that's going to be.
I think we should do a poll on who's next.
Well, apparently it's me, because he can beat me at everything. Apparently, so.
We thought you were an easy target. That's why we suggested as a feud with you this time, because he might be what he might be able to win. You know.
Well, another thing that happened this year, Eddie's, was when Cooper's World finally got to have a game room after 2 years.
I think it was longer than 2 years.
Could be.
It's just we've only known him for 2 years. It was well before that.
But yeah, it's good to see how people's, I mean, you mentioned, Martin, you put shelves in this year. Al, obviously you've done a fair bit of moving your stuff around as well. People, obviously, recent videos I put up were knowing exactly the same thing I've been doing as well. So it's good to see that. I mean, Eddie's done it as well, if memory serves me correctly. How people's games rooms have changed over the course of the past 12 months as well, because we see the games room all the time. They're always behind us. So, Steve getting it finally done after 15 years or however long it was, because he said it might not as long as that, but quite some time. It's good to see. And Stu's Tootie's done exactly the same thing now, hasn't he? He's got a new room as well. If you've not seen any Tootie's videos recently. So it's part of an ongoing process. So you look back to your games room at the start of the year and you look at it where we are now and how things have changed over the course of 12 months.
Yeah. Very quickly. No. I have no idea what's happening, mate. I'm not touching it.
Stop using emojis.
It could be, but even without the emojis. I think it doesn't like you.
One emoji will do when 4 won't.
I don't know what's happening, though. I'll try and find out, but I have no idea, and I'm sorry.
Martin doesn't like chicken on his channel.
Everybody loves chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I said that on the TMB. I think it was afterwards about how after 4 years they're finally reopening KFC in Southend High Street.
That's right, you did, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's glorious.
Definitely eating too much KFC this year. I know that.
I haven't had enough. The delivery was expensive and like not very nice.
I've eaten a lot this year.
Not just KFC.
Not just KFC. No. Again, that's the advent of bloody lockdown. It's so much easier to now sort of sit there and either, well, usually use the internet or pick the phone up and order food rather than cook something yourself. So
the issue with smartphones.
Well, it's just easy convenience. You get to the point where you think, oh, it's much easier for me just press the button and order a pizza or something like that. And there you go. And Griffo doesn't like chicken. I think Griffo not like chicken.
He's vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but so is Eddie, but he still likes chicken.
Apparently, I bought in vegan bot. Although I was going to say, actually, talking of food, your hunger.
That's a bit of a tenuous link there, isn't it?
That's on the list as well. That's in October.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah, well, every year I like to do something for charity around October time. And this year I just thought I'd go and help the hungry people of the world by doing a bit of a hunger challenge myself and living off £5 for just 5 days. And
very well done.
I was actually quite surprised by the amount of food I had left at the end of it. Might cut it down to £4 in 5 days next year. But,
how much did you raise, Al?
I haven't been back on there because I know Paul's done a monthly donation of £5 a month for 12 months. And a few other people was going to do it. But if you do want to go back to my channel and check it out, you can still donate now. It's still open. It's one of these charities that the donation page never gets shut down for. So if anyone does still want to donate, just go back and check out my challenge, £5 for 5 days. And it will be there. All the links in the description.
How did you find it? I mean, was it difficult to do, or?
I like watching a lot of like food programs on YouTube and stuff, and then I started looking at these people doing these food challenges, and it popped up on one of them, and I thought, well, this is a different kind of food challenge. What's this? Because I'm normally used to watching the people eating massive plates of food.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's some person eating baked beans off of one slice of bread for dinner. I'm thinking, what's going on here? What's this all about?
Yeah.
And I started watching them. Then I realised a lot of people had done it. And it just went from there, basically. I spent about 2 months watching these videos, and I thought, you know what? I've got the YouTube channel. Let's do it. Let's do this for the charity this year. And went from there, because I got a lot of ideas of, like, if you watch the videos, you'll hear me talk about other YouTubers that I've watched that have done, like, the best one was probably the fried slice with tin tomatoes on it. It was lovely. A little bit of pepper on top. Absolutely fantastic.
And I struggle with tomatoes. Get heartburn from tomatoes.
The idea is not to eat that many.
Yeah, well, eating a pack of tomatoes on your own is not probably the best idea to do.
when you've got one tin, you've got to make it last a week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
watch them. I mean, hats off to you, man. That was great.
Yeah, I agree. And it was very interesting to watch as well. I mean, I've seen like similar things, like where it's like, oh, what can you make out of leftovers, like on MasterChef or something?
Yeah.
But then see like, oh, what you can do with so small amount and how much you can actually get for a £5 also shows like just what you could really do, and it's amazing to actually see it in person almost.
It took a lot of research. I was looking through. I had to go to two supermarkets in the end to get what I wanted. But it's like working out exactly what I wanted for the week. I literally had my meal plan set out, and I had to work out. Although I did miscalculate, I was going to have some sausages, which was going to be my bit of meat, but I put that down as 1 rather than 100 in my calculation, so I had to drop them. But I think one of the most amazing things I had from that is just a cheap pack of digestive biscuits and a cheap pack of jam, and just spread a bit on top. Best snack you're ever going to get. It was fantastic.
I never even thought about doing something like that.
Yeah,
at all.
I saw that of watching one of the other ones. They're like, I want to sneak like a sweet snack for dessert, but don't want to pay a lot. And they just got, yes, thank you, Claire. They just got a pack of digestive biscuits because they were like 30p and you get like 1 million in there. You've seen the size of them; they're huge. And then they said, "Oh, this is nice, but it's the same dry every time." And then they had like a cheap tub of jam and just put that on it. And I thought, you know what, this is good.
Well, it's a different snack, but I can see where it's coming from. Yeah. I mean, it can't be too different, I guess, for a jammy Dodger or something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was the biggest issue of it was trying to get like a variety from that small amount of money. Because if you see, I had 4 dinners were exactly the same, that pasta and vegetables with a sauce on it. But like, just because it was just so cheap to do that. Used to put a Friday on a digestive.
Oh dear, no.
It's one of the weirdest food combinations I've ever heard of.
But yeah, it was good to do. There was talk of a few other YouTubers that wanted to do it as well. So if they're still open to it next year, like I say, that the page is still open for donations. We can get it going again. Have another. I think I need it after my cruise. I need to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to
you mentioned
the
that.
next few weeks, couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, I mean it's only the 21st today. And I'm feel like I've got food coming out my ears at the moment.
Yeah, so
I always feel fat, so yeah.
Maybe it'll be a good one for January.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad idea, though.
No.
I've just signed up 2 people here.
Chips
and custard. Throw the fish fingers. You got the whole Doctor Who thing going.
Yeah, fish. I was thinking fish fingers and Doctor Who, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love dipping digestives into caviar.
Probably get one little egg for caviar, and that'd be more than £5.
Yeah, that's it.
But it is good when you get people interested. You know, there's a couple of things that are running this year. I mean, we got Feed Me Chicken in the chat, and obviously he had his 24-hour game-a-thon, didn't he, during the summer? Which I know that was brilliant. That was
well done. I think we done 23 hours of it between us.
We'd done a lot of time on that one. I know Claire put a hell of a shift in as well, doing that. But I mean that was just amazing, and so many people got behind it as well. And I know he's thinking he was trying to get one organised for the later this year as well, which I don't think ever actually happened. So if that ever comes up again, I'm hoping he'll do it. And it was just good to see so many people get involved in it. Just spending time in the comments or chucking a few quid in for the donations. You know, and if you go back to the year before when Gernaldino did his 24-hour stream as well, it just goes to show that people will get behind something like that. And it's good as a it's good as a broad spectrum that so many people get involved and get behind something and just give up a bit of time or donate some money to it. And you know, I think it shows that we've all got the hearts in the right place. And yeah, I mean, the amount of money we raised for that was it £1,000? Was it?
Yeah, I think me and Jim Corbana got into a little bit of a donation battle.
Yes, they had to say something about that, about sort of saying, please stop donating too much money or something, wasn't it? But the best thing about it was because it was connected to the Bearded Fisherman radio station. It was a quality. Anybody who was there when it started on that night, that first night, they played so much great music that it was that the gaming was there, and you were listening to the music at the same time, and we got people commenting and taking a mick out of each other for their musical tastes and what have you. But that was great. It was absolutely brilliant. So you had a perfect mix there. You got the right people involved in it. People dropped in and out and contributed whatever they did, and you had a great balance of music and somebody we knew off YouTube. So it was a great event, and I'd have loved to have been a bit more involved, but
yeah. And hopefully, can we just say a massive round of applause to Feed Me Chicken for wearing that chicken mask the whole 24 hours.
Yes, that was
unbelievable.
And I will also say as well, during our Desert Island Games interview, which was nearly 4 hours, he kept it on for the duration of that as well. So credit to the man for his dedication to his YouTube channel, his persona. Brilliant.
There's so many like good efforts like this by different people, and like you, to be honest, you all deserve credit because you've all done amazing jobs, like for charity, and You all deserve to be applauded.
I did say we should pick a charity and do like a big joint one. Try and raise a lot of money for it.
Mm.
The big community.
That would be good if we can get a few of us behind something like that and come up with an idea or a concept. Then I think we could be onto a winner there. So that might be worth consideration for next year.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. We can sort it out. But I was thinking this myself. I think chicken has definitely been, well, I don't know about the man of 2021, maybe the bird of 2021. Because I'm not entirely sure it's a man, I can't tell with the mask on. But yeah, well done, mate. We're really proud of you. And not just for that, you've brought us loads of entertainment with your feuds.
Yeah.
He was definitely the biggest cock of 2021 anyway.
Charity football match.
Or charity single.
Charity football match. Maybe on FIFA or something.
Has James seen the state of some of us? I know most people only see it from the sort of like the chest upwards because we all tend to be sat down doing these things. But I think the last time I ran was in 2011. I don't plan on.
I
could have done it, but my knee's buggered.
Yeah.
You're only allowed so many managers.
Yeah. And Generations I did a charity single. I don't know. I mean, I'm not known for my singing prowess at all. So
no, I'll tell you what we should do though. If we can't do a proper charity football match, charity FIFA tournament or something like that. Do virtual football.
Yeah. Charity Fall Guys tournament.
There's a few ideas in the chat there. So I mean,
I like Eddie's one.
Yeah, I mean that's a good idea, and you can get people doing, shifts and things. So it's not on one person to do it. There's a number of people getting involved, but it's the logistics of that. But there's some great ideas there, and if people want to get on board with it and let's make a go of it, let's make a go of it. Let's put the word out, get it started.
Yeah, I think we should definitely try and sort this out next year.
Because the chances are we may have some time on our hands in the new year, which we may not be expecting to have, but
Yeah.
Last time I ran was for the bus. Same year, I nearly fell over because my knee went.
Yeah.
Yeah, charity quiz.
Now that could be fun.
I'll have to add it to my Christmas quiz title.
No, don't you start with that quiz starting.
I got robbed on that quiz after them questions blacked out.
I got robbed on that quiz as well because bloody Pokemon round. No, I'm not going to knock Jim because he did a great job last night, but that was a bit random. That was a bit random. I don't know Pokemon. I've got no idea what Pokemon
was. Leaderboard, but I didn't get because I got kicked out before the question come up.
Yeah. But that was good last night, wasn't it? That was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And while on the subject, what people have been doing this year, we obviously mentioned GamezoneBirdroom, and that's the reason we're here tonight. These 12 streams, which he's worked with Ink Norther on as well, and we've all come forward and volunteered to do things as well, which is a nice way to finish the year off. And again, James and Paul deserve a lot of credit for that as well. So kudos to you guys as well. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah,
it's been great doing these.
We've still got 2 more to go.
We have, we've still got 2 more to go.
Yep, one by GameZone and one by Al. So we'll provide more details to them later in the chat.
Yep.
But they should be a laugh, and knowing Al, there'll probably be a lot of alcohol consumed in his one on Friday.
Well, just a bit.
Just a bit. Do you have anything else in particular for this year, Russ?
We're talking gaming wise, are we all?
Just generally for now.
There's loads of stuff to talk about. I'll stick with the gaming for the moment because that's what we're focusing on. I want to talk about other stuff as well because there's other differences going on. I've done Desert Island Games this year, which has been, both of you guys have been on that, which was brilliant. And
yeah, enjoyed that.
It's tremendous fun to do. It really has been fantastic to speak to so many different people about that. It's very time consuming to do, and I know quite a few people have turned me down because of the time it's going to take to do something like that, which I understand. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I want to do that again next year and bring that back and see if other people want to get on and do it. But I think I've got 4 or 5 people who are already interested in doing it next year, which is brilliant. So that's been so much fun to do. But as I said to you at the time, Al, because I think you're the second one this year. Just to come on and talk about, not just your channel, but talk about why you've got a channel, how you've got to that point, how you started gaming, and it's been fascinating to find out everybody's journey who's done it so far.
I think that's it. I think before, like, I come on it, everyone thought, "Oh, this is just the guy who just buys the expensive games. Does he even play them?"
Yeah.
And then to come on and actually talk about some games that people have never heard of.
Yeah.
Great fun.
I mean, so many people commented on your particular video about that. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. It's other people who have been. They're saying, "Oh, I didn't know that about Al. I didn't know he was interested in those sort of games." So more people listened to it. They understood what the concept is. So it's not coming on about, just talking about your channel. I mean, you get a chance to talk about your channel. I don't mind you talking about your channel, but it's not about that. It's about you. I've had so many great people on. It's been brilliant to do it, and I will do it again next year. But I'm on a few weeks off because I need to recharge the battery. So that's been fun to do this year.
One second. Challenge for Al from Eddie here. Charity Dark Souls. If you complete it, he'll donate 500 quid. Also,
complete buying all the games.
Yeah. Sorry about it, Russ. Just needed to share that.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. I mean, it's much more about a comment about how's the room sort out going. That's been the other big thing this year.
Yeah.
And there have been a couple of videos gone up, James. There's one more to do, and I'm going to do a proper sort of tour over Christmas. I'll film that and put that up at the start of January. But finally, I've now got everything sorted out. Everything's now in the places where it should be. So in terms of what I can do going forward in my collection, I can now do that, and it's great. Everything, I've even managed to be able to future-proof some areas in here and in the other room as well. So it was a hell of a project to do. It's so time-consuming and hard work, and I owe a lot of credit to Claire as well, because she put a lot of effort in with the painting and bouncing ideas off me and Heidi's ideas and suggesting things and working together on it. And yeah, it's been really it's been very rewarding to do. Very expensive, I will give it that, which is probably why I'm not going to buy any more big hitters for a while. But to where I've got to now is just fantastic. So I've really enjoyed doing that. Yeah,
I've watched the videos and I found them quite interesting as well. I mean, as I said, I've done my shelves, but it's like nothing on the scale you've done, like doing the carpet, the painting, and
well, the thing is that the whole room needed doing. I mean, as the videos point out, a lot of the carpet was been down for God knows how long, 30 years probably. The wallpaper had been up for about a good 20 years, I'm guessing, and it is horrible. So, we needed a room in the house where people did come and stay, and we are taking bookings if Stuart's watching. Being quiet about that to try and make some of the money back. But we now have a room someone can come and stay in. I mean, Al, you saw it, Al, a couple of years ago when you and Eddie came round.
There was boxes everywhere.
Yeah, and you'll see on the next video, which will go up before Christmas, which is just how much came out of storage that you didn't see as well. So you'd seen the stuff that was lying around, but you didn't see the half of it. So, but yeah, we have a room that we're proud of, and it looks good. So, we're absolutely thrilled how it turned out. So, and it's nice that so many people have responded so well to those videos. I think, as Tootie said, I've never heard somebody describe a carpet in such great detail.
When you stuck your finger in it.
Yeah. But it was. But I had to show that to see how deep the pile was.
It's new carpet length measuring technique.
It was, yeah.
How much of a finger you can put in it.
Well, that's what they go around.
Goes up to me now.
But they go around sticking. They should go around sticking keys and things in cricket wickets at the start of games, didn't they? And look how big this crack is. How far will my key go in to see how are the pitches? I thought, well, it's got to be showing how deep that pile is. I mean, it's a good thick carpet. It's not, because I could have gone for the really cheap stuff, which is, just like a thin layer of material. Yeah. Which is, nothing to it. Whereas this has got proper backing on it, and it's got a nice, good size part. You've got to look after it, because otherwise it will just lose a lot of bounce on it. But we're not going to use that room a great deal. So, it's just said, okay, an investment.
I mean, anyway, I know you've got feet on your units. You were saying mine are just almost flat on the ground, so it probably wouldn't work for me because I've tried that and they were wobbling. But.
But because we've not gone for standard bookcases like you guys have got, not to do anything differently, but in order to put all this stuff away, I've had to use kitchen cabinets you would usually put in the kitchen, which is why they've got the doors on them. And again, as Eddie mentioned there, it's a great look, and I completely agree. To be honest with you, I had actually no idea how it was going to turn out at all. I got no idea that the walls were going to look as good with the cabinets and the television and the carpet. It really was a lot of cases just like, we'll see if that works or not. Because that room initially was going to be a completely different colour. We were probably going for more like a not say a yellowy, but like a chickpea type colour.
Creamy almost.
More or less, yeah. And we felt probably it was the wrong choice for that room. And I'm glad we picked the colour that we have done. So again, probably more luck than judgment. It's turned out as well it has done.
I couldn't do that again. But with my bookcases, they're white, but I only got the white ones because they're a fair bit cheaper.
And again, probably as well, given the supply chain issues, getting older Billy bookcases, I was in all, they aren't available. Those cabinets were always available, and as soon as I saw them in the door, and I thought, you know what, it's going to cost me a bit more, but yeah. And the TV was free. I mean, I mean, $2.5 telly, it was brand new, but you wouldn't be able to sell it other than not whack it on eBay for about 30 quid, as I mentioned in one of the videos. So the TV is great, and I've put in there now some consoles which I'll set up on the stand. So I've got, because I can't fit everything in here, so some of the stuff's going to go in there. So I've got two options really. Good.
I remember, I think it must have been about 17, 18 years ago, going to my uncle's, and he had a plasma TV, and it was like one solid unit. It looked like it was like ridiculously tall. Like massive screen. You could tell it's a plasma because like the colour changed depending which angle you looked at it at. And I just remember, I think it's United v Leeds or something. I just remember because it was like 4-3 or something stupid like that. But it was like totally different. But it looked heavy as anything, like even just the TV bit. So I can only imagine how much that must have been difficult to move.
Yeah, it's a really weighty television. It really is. And I didn't know it until I got it home, but there's actually an SD card slot on the front as well.
Huh.
So, it's got to the Avengers will let themselves go. Dear. But, it's just turned out really well. I'm really, really proud of it. And Claire's thrilled. Everything's now in a nice, tidy place, not lying about all over the house, which is good. So... And I've still got space left over, but I'll go into that more in the future videos.
Look forward to them. Definitely recommend watching them if you haven't. And
thank you very much to everybody who has watched and commented on them and passed on the kind words about how much they've enjoyed those videos as well. Because, again, something else I've done an awful lot of this year on YouTube is not just gaming stuff. So I've done stuff on, cartoons. I've done... a bit of gameplay, which is gaming related stuff. But I don't usually do that. I've done cartoon collections, I've done Doctor Who collections, I've done other things as well. So I've done quite a lot of varied stuff this year, which has gone down pretty well. I've been happy with how that stuff's gone. So doing the renovations, which is added on the end of it, yes, it's gaming related, but it's not all about gaming. It's about doing a bit of DIY. So I've been really pleased how they've gone down this year. So again, thank you to, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but those people who watched those videos have really enjoyed them. So again, thank you to everybody who's seen those.
Yeah, definitely. I said recommend watching them.
Anyway, I'll shut up now. Let's move on.
Okay, before I go into mine, it looks as if people are generally liking Eddie's idea about the multiple tubers streaming. So I definitely think we'll start sorting that out. I guess I don't know who's going to sort it out, but just look for details from someone, I guess. Okay. And of course, as Doug points out, I see you've changed your channel name as well, Doug. Don't forget the CRTs, they're quite heavy.
Just talk to Mike. So,
if we're doing a gaming entry, I think I would have to go with, I think I've changed a lot of my channel stuff. So it was literally actually New Year's Day I started doing this, although I've cut back a bit on it the last 3-4 months, but I'm getting back towards it, which was I started streaming on Twitch on my Xbox One, because to be honest, it's the only one I can stream. To be honest, I don't have the PC or whatever to stream with a capture card or a PS4. Although eventually I hope to do that so I can stream to YouTube. and maybe even join you guys for Fall Guys. But
that'd be good.
Yeah, it seems like my sort of game. But I was doing that earlier in the year. I was streaming like a bit of GTA, so you would have seen some of my antics, and not just me. Well, Doug in the chat as well, and our mate. At one point, as Chickens mentioned, YouTube trousers, slightly longer YouTube shorts. Might do like YouTube knee lengths or something. But yeah, do that. But also like the stream. Oh, yeah, sorry. As well as GTA, I was streaming different Sonic games, and I did stream a bit of FIFA with Gamezoids. So I'm putting the challenge out there. If anyone has Xbox One wants to play FIFA with me and stream it, let me know. I'll try not to embarrass you streaming.
What FIFA?
Whether it's you, Al, or whoever, just let me know. But I'd love to do that.
Well, I've got FIFA 21 because it was free.
Yeah, I've got it on Game Pass or EA Play or whatever it is on mine. So yes, as Doug says, also Star Trek Online I've been streaming, and then I did that a couple of weeks ago and got stuck on it, so I need to sort that out. But also like general streaming, like this almost. Although it has generally been more me until these 12 streams of Christmas. But I do want to do more of this. But I've actually started streaming really this year, like doing pickups, the random Q&As, which I know people enjoy and get. I wouldn't say they go off on a tangent; they just go somewhere completely different.
Oh, that first one you did was brilliant. We just turned and kept asking you questions till 1 o'clock in the morning. It was just, you answer. Yeah, we answered every single one. It was great. Absolutely brilliant.
To be honest, I absolutely love doing it, and I'm happy to do more Q&A, and I intend to be honest. I mean, to be honest, I'd love to do, say, like a collab Q&A one to get like 2 or 3 people on like this and get people throwing random questions.
It's good because you get to learn more about the person rather than just like watching a video.
Yeah. Like that direct interaction, I think, definitely helps.
Well, as we mentioned with Desert Island Games, that's all. The concept of that is based around the gaming journey, random Q&As, which is what yours turned out to be, Martin. But it helps you understand more about the person and their interests, their level of humour, their thoughts, their opinions, etc. It's all good,
Well, I'd like to do one soon. So if anyone's interested in joining me as part of the stream for random Q&A, just let me know and I'll happily arrange it. And if you don't want to be on stream, just feel free to join along and ask random questions because you don't know what sort of answer you're going to get. But that's a lot of the fun of it, though, isn't it? Like you don't know what's going to come. Like, well, I don't know it. Like what's going to come in terms of questions. Someone could ask me what game's this or something about football, or just throw out a random maths equation or something for all I know. And then I could just answer, I don't know, pi or something just random. But I think the randomness makes up for a lot of it.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah. But I've just said about playing online. I've seen NationD will, but not FIFA. I saw more.
He only plays Pikmin.
Have I played Bill at FIFA? Happy to play FIFA, so it could be a cricket score. We could place bets if that's going to be the case. Rossi will. Are there any 2-player horse games, which is where Al's expertise will come in?
Dana's trying to make some money, yeah?
He is, isn't he? Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yes, I did notice that actually as well. And do I play any good games? No.
Play Pikmin with me.
But yeah, where was it? Yeah, I'd also recommend Days to Shop, Hidden Chest Gaming, opening in January.
29th of January.
29th of January, yeah. Definitely recommend looking it up. And I believe he said he will be selling online. So, yeah,
Hidden Chest Gaming.
Nate's also looking for someone to play Pikmin with him.
If he's ever doing his streams, live from his shop, there's a number you ring, you get through to him.
Yeah. If not, I know he's on Facebook and that, so...
He's open 24 hours a day. So, ring that number day or night.
Why is that? What quiet is he watching on eBay? I'm eating some of these.
You are unusually quiet.
Ben for me earlier.
I'm just quietly waiting my turn.
That's right, mate. It was that and Iron Brew extra because I need to try and cut down on sugar slightly, so I've gone for that one. Okay, quickly. Okay. So, do you have anything else from 2021 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I only got to June, and June's up there. So June was a very good month. I done 100,000 gamer score challenge.
How did you get?
I think I finished about 107,000 in the end.
Oh, well done.
Nice. I'm nowhere near that on mine. I'm like 15 or something, if that.
You need to get some more. But that was a great laugh. I just played a lot of Ratalaika games, if anyone in the comments knows what they are. July, I went to Console Yourself and Mount with Sean, and then I went to York and Bradford with Paul. My first time in York, never been there before. Had a couple of nights stay at Bury, and Paul took me out for a nice little trip to York. That was really fun. Never been to York before. Went round, looked at York Minster as well as going into, is it Sore Thumbs or Sore Wallet, as most people like to call it, because its prices are so high. that was fun. And then in August, as Russ said, we went up to Birmingham, had a big meet, and Russ come and met us for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. There was about 7 or 8 of us, weren't there? Because even Callum coming.
Yeah, Retro. Yeah, Dana was there. Jim, Liam, Eddie, yourself, Paul. So
you're making notes.
Yeah, you joined up writing as well, which is great.
Yeah, can't show you it though.
Yeah.
The Christmas song here. I've made notes. Checked it twice.
In September, that magical moment happened in September with the video I put out of the short. We said goodbye to Mario.
Yeah, finally after 2 years of not changing your bedspread.
I've got to wait another 2 years to get a new one to replace this. I'm thinking of Sonic next.
I'm surprised it's still black.
I've already got one.
I think it's washed weekly. It's good.
I shall hope it does.
Yes, that's me up to October now, so I'll let someone else have a go.
Well, I'll move on from that. So again, I think August was probably the big one for me because I obviously met you guys again for the brief time I was there. And then I think it was September, the Birmingham Game Market, which is the only event I've been to this year. And that was good to go. Eddie come down for that. Retro Kit was there as well. Daily Retro as well. If you don't know Dale, he's a really nice young lad, and just had his first child this year with his wife. So he's a really nice guy to meet and talk to. And that was a good event just to actually get out and do some shopping. And Eddie's encyclopedic knowledge was absolutely useful and great to have that day. Picked up some real bargains on that. It was just nice to go to an event. So yeah, that was good to do, and I think it was around the time we decided to take the podcast live on a Sunday as well. Because that's another thing. You mentioned about doing live streams, Martin. I've done so many live streams this year. Yeah. If it's not TMB podcast, it's appearing on other like Swap Shop, or done a few of these. We got the started playing Fall Guys as well, probably. Finally after all these years, Al finally convinced me to start playing modern games online. It was after months of badgering, but that was good to do as well. So
we need to do some more soon.
We need to do. We haven't done. Yeah, let's do one before the end of the year if we can do it, certainly. But it's been, that was a really, really busy time. So obviously I've got the ongoing Wrestle Talk streams as well, which I do on Pedro's VHS Bootleggers channel. So a lot of my time has been taken actually doing streaming, which is great to do. Unfortunately, on the other side, because I've been so busy doing other stuff, my regular output sort of fallen over. But that's how it is. So, probably the second half of 2020 has been mega busy since I started recording Desert Island games in the summer, right the way through until a couple of weeks ago. With that, the live streams, appearing on other streams, doing the 12 streams of Christmas, popping up on requests and all that. It's been absolutely mega busy. So it's been good to do. I don't know whether I'll do more streams myself or whether I want to, make myself as available to appear on other people's streams. I do like doing this when I'm not hosting or taking the responsibility for it. It's nice to pop up and just, being asked to come on and do a couple of hours and spend some time having a chat. So it's good. So I hope I'll try more of those next year, but I've done so many this year. It's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Just seen loads of comments about our sheets here.
Had to make the list.
Oh, can you highlight that Griffo comment as well, please, Martin? Because I know, I think Alex has started. I think you understand you've started your some wrestling videos or something, Alex. So I think Eddie mentioned it the other day, or somebody else mentioned it anyway. But we've been doing a Wrestle Talk over on VHS Bootleggers for the past 12 months. Dana was with us for the first two at the end of last year. Then it's been me, Pedro, Time Warp James, who's now known as Time James's Time Warp of Tat or something. He's changed his name to now. Bernardino plays and Retro Chef when they've been available, because they've been work patterns aren't always available to come in and do it. But that's been great fun to do as well. I know Al's been watching a few of those as well.
Private streams for just me and Paul.
You probably, well, I mean, if it wasn't for Paul and Geordie Slasher being in some of the comments as well, and Ian from the Polter guys, so everybody's contributed to those has been superb. We enjoy doing them. We'll be coming back, I think, in January with a slightly different way of doing things, but once we get there, we'll let you know what that is. But that's been fun to do as well.
You're gonna do
a quick question also for you, Russ.
We could do some TNA, Al. We just haven't never seen any TNA. That's the problem, but we will like to do that. Kevin McLeod round next year for your grand design. Who's Kevin McLeod?
He hosts grand designs, like people's extravagant houses they're building from scratch. Also, was one of the fastest drivers on Top Gear, I believe.
I've no idea. No idea who he is, but yeah, he wouldn't get much joy around here, that's for sure. So I think the answer to that would be no.
We've got Oi Ginger. Yes, Dana. Yeah, they were just saying about this Wrestle Talk, mate. If you want, I'll show you the link later on. Oh, here we go.
We'll bear that in mind. So, yeah, if you come and try and catch one of the streams, Alex, I think it's still the beginning of January sometime. Come along and see what the format's like, and if you want to pop on at some point, you may be able to do something. It's not my, it's down to Pedro, so as to how he wants to do it, but yeah, pop along and if you go across his channel, try and listen to something we've done previously. Yeah, Birdzone. The Bird Room's been there as well. So.
Yeah, I remember seeing Alex say about the wrestling like for Christmas in his stream the other day. So, see, that's the thing: get to know people through these streams. Like
that's it. Yeah,
because you don't know about them. Like from what I can see, it looks like Al the Devil because he's got horns coming out the side of his head.
I've looked like that for years.
That's before he had the chair.
Yeah.
Do you guys discuss AEW?
Well, it comes up in conversation. I don't watch it myself. I know Gurney and James and Pedro, and Pedro's quite into it now. So the other lads do. We tend to be focusing so far on historic stuff, mostly WWF, WWE, WCW. But we are looking to expand upon that and go to slightly different things next year. But we haven't had to speak to each other about it for a couple of weeks. So.
Okay. And Alex, James was here to guess if you did a wrestling stream. As for your question, bro, said, yeah, these are my real locks. So I keep the other ones under like lock and key, under the hat. Gotta love them. Suits me perfectly. Well, I guess for me, towards the later bit of last year, there was a few interesting bits. Some which you briefly came upon. Desert Island Games. I think when you started it again, I was like one of the first ones back.
Mm.
And it's good to finally do that collab we've been wanting to do for a while.
Yeah, we still need to do other ones as well. But that was nice. That was nice to do that. And I think you would probably, between the pair of you, I think you were the two of the first 4 or 5 I did. So, and it was very important. I wanted to get you in, Martin especially, and Al, because again I love Al, so it was imperative to get him on.
Everyone loves Al, really.
That's it. They just don't say it.
Yeah, just don't show it either.
They show it in their own ways.
Plus, as well as that, it's like being good to go on the TMB podcast. Like, I think I was the special guest on the first live one, if I remember rightly.
You was.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, I think I was.
You think you were? Yeah. You were. You've been on 3 times, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been on 3 times now, like, twice this month.
Yeah.
But I've actually really enjoyed that, so thank you for having me on all that.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, like the one Sunday was a great laugh, I think, for the Master System.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had Steve on, didn't we? Old Retro Red Steve. That was great. Explaining him how the internet works. That was quite funny. I really did. Ask Paul a question. No, you understand how it works. You're there. He's listening. He sat at home. You can ask him the question directly. So that was good. Well, yes, I've been wanting to get Steve on like that for ages, and he had a ball. So he really did have a good fun with that one.
Yeah, I kept trying to figure out who the guest could be, even before you asked me. Like, something to do with Master System. It's like, who could it be? And I just didn't get it. But then when I saw it, I was like, you know what, that makes perfect sense.
We kept that very, very quiet. I wanted to keep that real top secret, which was nice. So,
but yeah, it was good to have them. And yeah, also thanks, Nath. It was really fun doing it with you all.
Was it the Sega? The Sega Master System.
Yeah, well, Sean mentioned it. I think Sean said Sega, I called him out on that. So
that is one thing I've always got. Why do people say Sega when on the games itself it clearly goes Sega?
Sega.
Oh, I don't know. It's just one of them, isn't it? If you the word C is spelled SEA, isn't it? So you call it the C. So I suppose SE Sega.
Yeah. Although I've mentioned CEX here. As far as I'm aware, its proper name is Sex. I'm sure I heard that in store once.
No, the adverts they used to put up was like, come and trade all your games in at Sex.
I went to the wrong shop. They were very confused.
The wrong sex shop.
Yeah.
Oh, it was easy to do that.
I did get some interesting pickups while I was in there, but I came back with all the games.
Did you enjoy the games there?
I assume that wouldn't be a video on that one.
That's on his other channel.
Yeah. Retro Bear After Dark. Yeah.
Retro Beast.
Eddie, I do not have hentai versus evil. Not yet, anyway. But there we go. Eddie confirming it. And he hates when people call it keks.
I thought keks were trainers. They still call them trainers nowadays?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not down here.
I thought keks were short for Kleenex. Which ties in with that one. This is getting a bit 18
Move
plus
on.
now. Master System. Is it Master System or Master System? It's Master.
It's Master.
It is Master System, yeah. I think it was Cooper's World said to me, thank you for pronouncing it properly.
Dana's probably watching this going mad now we're saying that.
Yeah. It's a ridiculous way to pronounce it. And Eddie's enjoying the stream, so thank you for that.
Oh, could I just mention while we talk about streams very, very quickly? On the subject of Dane Sticks is here. He's got a stream on boxing, I think it is.
Yeah.
Which is coming at Dane Marion and his Not So Merry Men.
Oh, yes.
So if you're, most people around Boxing Day, weren't they? It's perfect time to have it on. So over on Dane's channel, yeah, that'll be good. That,
and I'm sure there'll be a plugged Hidden Chests Gaming or two.
I dare say.
Maybe he's filming it live from the shop.
It could be. It could be.
It could be. Wouldn't be the first one.
Just remember that number if it is.
Give me a ring live on air.
If he's not answering your questions in the comments.
There we go.
Yeah.
Need to focus it a bit better. 01384261534. Get it locked in your phone now.
He'll get you recording an advert for him next.
Yeah.
I've offered to do that. He's
just confirmed he will be
there
at
we
the
go.
shop.
Yeah.
We'll be at the shop.
Yeah. No, my offer still stands, Dane. If you want to, do some voiceovers or something, I don't mind doing that. You can officially phone off the hook. You can officially become the official sponsor of the TMB podcast.
Sponsored by Hidden Games.
Yeah, sponsored by Hidden Chest Gaming, your one-stop need for all gaming requirements in the West Midlands.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hell, we could do TMB from the shop in the future.
Yeah, I could do that. It'd be interesting.
There you go. Nice little collab there. Well, there was one other thing I wanted to say personally for me, like 2021, around the middle of the year, was this, where I got engaged to Amanda. Thank you, Al.
I thought the idea was to wear a ring if you got one.
Well, that's the problem. I can't always wear it because sometimes my fingers just seem to swell up for no reason, whether it's tied into my back or what, I don't know. And sometimes they swell up, and sometimes, most of the time they're fine, but I can't always wear it. But that's been 5 months odd now. We've been engaged, so. But that's probably my personal highlight of the year.
When's the big day?
Not 100% sure yet, but it likely won't be for a good couple of years at least.
And apparently, if you need a singer, GamezoneBirdroom's free that day.
Oh, okay, cool. I
wouldn't recommend that at all.
Hey, it could be worse than me.
Look, you weren't the one who got them pom poms out and danced live on, not live on the internet, but put them in videos up, wasn't it? With the pom pom party on the PlayStation 2.
Yes,
that was scary.
I'm always scary. I mean, look at me now. I'm like some sexy trucker who looks like he's going to do stuff you don't ever want to see again. Like the way it hides my eyes.
I think you've misused the word sexy there. If you saw that getting out of the truck, you'd run the other way, wouldn't you?
Dave has also said, yes, please do me an ad. I
ain't got time to. Yeah. Oh, I'll see what I can knock up. I can knock up.
All right, you got more, Al?
Yeah, I have. We're getting towards the end of the year now. Some big stuff happened towards the end of the year. We're talking massive in the retro community. First up, we had Blackpool. Yes, we had an event finally back. Play Blackpool. So I went up to Blackpool for the weekend. Quite a lot of us went up there. I know Paul the Ink Northerner was there for the weekend. Was on the Friday night. I had Pete on a retro tip. I met Mr. Bad's Games, lovely guy. Even more nicer in person on his videos. Chris was there. I forget his channel name now. Bug Army, the Bug Army, whatever they are. Novabug, that's him.
Novabug, yes, Novabug, yeah.
Remember it now in the end. Novabug was there. His Bug Army. Paul Retro Bait was there. Cy Owen, Jim Evans.
Dylan was there, wasn't he? Dylan?
Super Quintendo, or Quinn Collects, whatever you want to call him now, has come down. He only done the Friday night. But then on the Saturday, obviously, you had Eddie come up with Dylan, Met Jay Cybersnake, who is actually really that short in real life. I didn't realise how tiny he was. I think he had 4-inch heels on as well, just to make him look a bit bigger.
It was a Saturday.
Met Colonus Dolores, Shocks. Oh, too many. I can't even remember them all. There was loads of people there. Great laugh. It was finally good to actually get out, have a few drinks, and meet with people from all over the country. Because where else are you going to go and have a drink with Retrobait? I mean, I live right down south. He lives right up north. It must like.
Yeah, there aren't many places you can go in between there, is there, really?
No. So it was great actually getting to see them all and having a good laugh. Then obviously, we've done the road trip. The retro road trip.
Ah, man. I wish I'd gone on that.
Oh,
yeah, that looked really good.
I honestly, Al, I had that room to do at the same time. I couldn't afford to do both. And to be honest, I'd already committed myself to getting that room sorted. I remember talking to Claire about it. He said, oh, you really want to go? I said, yeah, no, but I can't do both.
I don't think anyone watching actually realises how close she was to coming.
I was that close. If he'd asked, if I'd heard about it, I don't know, 6 weeks beforehand, I probably would have done so. But I just couldn't afford it to have done both. It was a real shame. I watched every single one of them videos that you, Paul, and Sean put up, and I was like, it would have cost me a bloody fortune, but I couldn't do both. So
yeah.
Next time.
Next year. We'll talk about that when it gets to 2022.
Yeah, I've still got the photograph up there, which is you all very kindly sent me. You all wearing the Retro Bear t-shirts, which I'm gonna
Cooper's welding it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that blown up and stuck over the fireplace to keep people away from it. So that's all right.
Yeah, we just thought it'd be a laugh to all meet up one day with our Retro Bear shirts on.
Yeah, I tell you something. When you sent me that photograph, I'd had a really crap couple of days. So when you sent me that photograph, that cheered me up no end. So I was very grateful for you doing that.
Glad to hear. That's what we do this for, to give people a good old laugh and a smile. But yeah, I mean, you see the videos we put out, but that's like just a small part of like the whole experience. Like just in the car, we was just non-stop chatting and laughing. Especially when I got lost a few times.
Yeah, we didn't see those bits, did we? No, we didn't see that.
Was that you mispronouncing place names when asking for directions?
Yeah, didn't see that part either. Well, it started off brilliant because we got in the first shop and we was all calling it by a different name. The guy was running it had to correct us. But yeah, that was brilliant. I mean, I wish we had more time on it. It was one of them things. It was just like, I'll taking the same exit on the roundabout.
Paul's revealing the secrets.
You've not had much luck this year, have you? No, look, you're travelling this year, have you? You got stuck on the broke down on the motorway a few weeks back, which we'll get to in a minute, I'm sure. Yeah.
Everyone's like so upset with my driving that next year apparently someone else is going to drive. I can sit in the back and relax. But yeah, like you see them videos, and they were probably about 2 hours worth of content for all of us between like 4 days or 5 days. So they were unbelievable. The places we see, I mean, we see a lot of like touristy places, what you wouldn't have seen on the videos. Like what you saw was like you mainly just saw the gaming stuff, but we did like with the amount of charity shots we went in, didn't find anything. I only filmed the first couple of shots we went in, and after that I never bothered filming the charity shots, but we went in so many.
But it's good you did that. Yeah, you showed the different side. It wasn't just, okay, the big thing was the gaming road trip, but you also got in some of the sites and the surrounding areas and stuff as well. I mean, that trip you made on the way back out to the cider factory, and then on your way back over this way. Yeah, to the gorge. That's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the plan was to go up to the Cotswold, but we didn't have enough time because obviously it was the last day. They had to get back up. I mean, we didn't get back here till 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then they had to travel back up.
Yeah,
so I think Paul was like pushing midnight before he was home, sort of thing. It's like if we had more time, I would have gone up to the Cotswold because obviously we went to Oxford. One of the shops were in Oxfordshire, and it was like we wanted to do the Cotswolds, but we couldn't. So next time we'll have to try and plan a bit more sightseeing stuff because it's good game hunting, but you do want to go out and see the country while you're there. So I know there's talk next year of a couple. So should be a good laugh. There's one more northern and then one around your sort of area, Ross.
Oh, is there? Okay,
around like the Midlands, across the between like Leicester, Birmingham, Derby, all that sort of area.
It's very doable for me. So if anybody, I'll be very interested.
That's the thing we're trying to do now. We want to, like, where we had like Ross and Dunk come and meet us on the one day when we was down near them, and then we had Steve come and meet us when we was down his way.
Mm.
We're looking at like obviously a lot more people on YouTube are more northern or Midlands. So if we can do them sort of places, more people can come and join us. If they can't do the whole week, come and meet us for a day sort of thing.
Yeah, well, so we've got an abundance of shops around here anyway, so you're going to have to come down this neck of the woods.
Oh, we're always around your way, as you know.
I know, yeah.
Vintage Gamer, everyone needs to go there, but don't buy any games because they're ours. So yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. And then obviously the latest gaming event was this month, Doncaster, which is like the mecca for retro gaming. Everyone goes there. It's like you meet so many people. Although this year there didn't seem to be as many as there normally is. I know we was gutted with Sean because he couldn't make it because obviously reasons, and a couple of other people dropped out, but there was still quite a lot of us. But it didn't feel the same as it was like 2 years ago, literally the one just before the pandemic hit when we all met.
Yeah.
And we was all in the bar and we literally took over like half the bar. We were all sitting around in a big circle just chatting and laughing. There must have been 20 of us, 25 of us. But yeah, this year there wasn't as many, and we never had that big meet up in the bar. We had a few of us up there at a time. Everyone kept coming and going. But it would have been good to get everyone together and have like a group picture or something. But
it'll happen one day.
Yeah, it'll happen. They need to do like a Clay Expo in like Birmingham or something, where like we're in the middle of the country, everyone gets to. Even like Doncaster, Clay Expo there would be perfect.
Look, people will argue till they're blue in the face that Doncaster is actually in the centre of the UK.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, it's more over the...
Well, I have it on good authority. I've been told this a number of times. I keep saying, "Oh, it's too far north for me." But it's in the centre of the country. It's equidistant. Nath in the chat. Nath went to Doncaster. Yeah. You think Nath lives on the east coast, so it's a hell of a journey to get from my place. It's a 4.5 hour drive to where Nath lives from my house. But for me to get to Doncaster, it's 2.5 hours. But people tell me that Doncaster is in the centre of the UK. If you sort of look at the map properly, it's actually in the centre of the country. So I don't know. It's
easy for everyone to get to. You get people coming from all over. I mean, Silly Steve was there. He's down in Kent. You got me come up. And we got people who live up. Like we had Marcus there. Dad and lads come down.
Yeah.
All up that way.
Yeah.
And obviously, you get all, like for the store owners as well. It's easier for like the sellers. You get sellers from all over turn up there. Just because it is. If you're down in London, they go, "Oh, do you want to go and play Glasgow?" Everyone's like, "No, that's miles too far." So they go, "Oh, do you want to do Doncaster?" Like, "Oh yeah, I'll go there." And then obviously, like Alan up in Scotland goes, "Yeah, I'll do Doncaster, no problem. It's only down the road."
Yeah, I mean, Ross is here. Like, it's not an easy journey for all. Like, I just go by train. I think I have to leave at like stupid o'clock in the morning to get there for like 12 or something.
Yeah, but what you don't understand, there's a hotel literally opposite Doncaster Dome. Go there.
Yeah, but the train's still quite a lot just for one journey. Like,
and you have to spend a night in Doncaster as well.
Well, yeah, and that.
All I say is it's worth it if you're going to do one event for the year and you want to go and meet up with everyone. Doncaster's the one. It's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, even Gurney come up by train. He don't live that far from you.
No, I mean it's still good, fair bit distance shorter, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean I'm not ruling out one day,
and then on the way back on the train you won't break down.
no, the train will break down. He said, well, I think I mentioned it when I spoke on one of Russ's streams. When I came back from London, we had to change the train at Upminster because there was an incident on the train, that train into London. So I was stuck at Upminster for like an hour or something stupid.
Yeah.
So you're not the only one who had a problem on the way back from the gaming market.
At least it happened on the way back and not the way there.
Yeah, that's true. And I can think of like worse and better places to be stuck.
What, in a little lay-by on the A1?
Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you a little story, right? This was, 15 years ago or something stupid, but I went to France with my dad. Like, actually, it wasn't long before Christmas. We went to buy some drinks for Christmas. And we were on the M2, M20, one of them. Hear this weird noise. Don't know what it is. Dad pulls over. And it looks like the tyres on his trailer had started shredding. So, in the end, some guy pulled over, drove Dad to a garage about 5-6 miles away, and I was just stuck there on the side of the M2 or wherever it was, with a trailer just full of alcohol. It was like, I was just sitting there like...
Have a beer.
I couldn't even get in the trailer because my dad had it locked and had the key. It was like, kind of want a drink, can't get a drink. And anyway, I'm stuck on the M2 or whatever it was.
Because at that point, he got the screwdriver out and got the lock off.
If I could have. That's funny.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Dance is also saying, if ever I go, set out at 4:30. I don't even know if this train's on a Sunday at 4:30.
The first train from here was about 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, which had got me to Doncaster for about 1 o'clock. So that was a no-go as well.
I've just seen Nate, the Game Shack's comment. It's brilliant. Ross, you live so far, probably closer to Africa than Doncaster.
But yeah, I know what you mean, though. But I'd like to get up Doncaster one day.
Well, yeah, like you've all been to your gaming markets. You've obviously been London, Martin. Russ has been Birmingham.
Mm.
What do you say to anyone in the chat who's not been to one?
Go.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can say what you want about the prices, and I know there's a lot of people saying that, from what I've heard, Doncaster was quite expensive and whatever. It's not, honestly, it's not. You can find bargains there. You can find stuff well priced. You can haggle. You can haggle with it. Yeah. They might not like it, but you can get a couple of quid knocked off something if you ask about it in the right way, and it's a good experience to go. And I thoroughly recommend it. If no one's been to one before, go. It's a good day out. It's a good day out.
Yeah, I'd echo them for sentiments because I've been to London, I think, twice now, and it was a lot of fun both times I went. I mean, I've been 3 times actually. I've been with mates, I think, as well, which brings another thing to it. Like, you get people to talk to, like, for ideas. Like, it's not games as such, but when I was at the first one, I bought a couple of Pokemon manga, and I was just going to pay 30 quid for them, and my mate was like, ask 25, save me a £5. So there you go, showing like it's good to have someone there to give you ideas, and at the same time to haggle as well. I managed to get a few deals by haggling last month when I went.
That's it.
It was just 3 or 4 quid. Do that 2-3 times, it's like 6 quid. You could buy a game for that easy. So yeah, but I definitely recommend going to one if you haven't been.
Even if you go and look at stuff that you can't afford, like I do. The first one I went to in Birmingham, I was like, I was actually looking at things I'd never seen before. Do you mind if I have a look at that? Just to hold it and say, well, I've held it now. I know it exists, and just hand it back. No one can afford it. But, to see things that you come across stuff you've never heard of before.
Yep.
Again, it's brilliant. And if
Eddie's
there, and if you know Eddie, it's great to have Eddie there at the same time because he'll tell you what's worth buying and what's not, what's a good price or not.
I think you mentioned that earlier, actually, about your Epic 64 pickup.
Yeah, I mean, that Castlevania thing, it was a cracking price on that in the box protective at 35 quid, I think it was, something like that. It was a cracking price on it.
Yeah. But then, like you say, like it doesn't matter where these events are. You go there, you're bound to bump into someone you watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Someone
last month I met Sega Zombie and Gernaldinho. And I know there were other ones there, but I just happened to never see them when I was there.
yeah,
So you will see them, definitely. And I reckon, hopefully, things start improving. Might see more people at them. Might even be more events.
It's like you say, Doncaster, we had Feed Me Chicken there. He saw all of us.
Yeah.
Even took pictures of us game hunting. Didn't tell us he was there. So, great.
He does. He's very good.
Yeah, got a haggle.
Okay. Quick question from Vroseb. Have we ever thought about selling items to get Grail items?
No. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't do something like that, because although, as most people know, a lot of this stuff isn't or never will or hasn't been played, but I still feel that the connection to it.
Yeah.
So I always like to think that at some point I will actually play some of them, probably never all of them, at least once. But I wouldn't want to get rid of them because they're part of it. They're part of the story now. They're part of the journey. They're part of my collection. Some games have been here longer than others. I wouldn't do that. Plus the fact I wouldn't get anything for a Grail item anyway. My entire collection's worth about 50 quid, so it's hardly worth bothering with, really.
Apart from them Wii games you spent 50 quid each on or whatever it was.
Well, apart from that one time. Triple the price of my collection, but that was about it. Just buy those two games. But no, I couldn't see myself doing that.
But that's what charity shop hunting's for. You go out there to get the credit to get these grow items.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would have said yes, potentially, because I had my collection. I was happy with it. But there was stuff I was like, and ahhing about, like, would I sell them to get something I really wanted? And I did sort of do that. Traded stuff into the Retro Hunter near me, and it paid most of my Game Gear off, for example, which I'd wanted for a long time. So it wasn't a Grail, but it's something I wanted. But now I think I've got it down to how I want it. So I don't think now I would, but previously I would have.
I think I've got too much to get rid of some of it.
Yeah, but would you?
I've got rid of my NES set. That's going. But then I've got Everdrive to play it on.
Well, yeah.
The NES was before I was born, so it's got not like it's got nostalgia.
Yeah, it depends what you want to do with it, I suppose. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see myself doing that. It's a good question, but I've never been one for getting Grail items. I've always been interested in just getting games.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the more obscure ones you find, you get a bit more enjoyment out of it. I mean, I know how you like your racing games like I do. I'm forever. I've gone through my PlayStation 2 stuff last week, and I was like, got so many crap looking racers, which I'm looking forward to playing. And I've played a couple of them, and I think, yeah, these ain't great, but I'm getting so much fun out of playing them. So to me,
that's all I really buy now on PlayStation 2. It's just like racing games. When anyone in the group goes, I've got these games, does anyone want any? The first thing I look for is racing games.
Yeah.
I've had a couple off of Paul lately.
Yeah.
I don't look for the Grail items. I look for, something that might interest me, or what's that? I'll look it up, and I'll be interested in that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a like the Game Boy Player, the Japanese Game Boy Player earlier this year on eBay. So I was like, well, you know what? That's something I've wanted for a long time. It's 100 quid, so I paid the money for it. But it's like there's not many things I would do that. So
yeah.
The one item I would maybe sell a couple of bits for, because I know it's rarer now, is the original Game Boy, but with the Manchester United one they did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I've seen like one, maybe two of them ever. But if I could get that, then that'd probably be the one item I'd make an exception for.
They pop up in the groups occasionally, but they're ridiculous prices.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
And you got to make sure the condition's good on them, because half of them have got like Manchester United badge half worn away and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, isn't it? But no, I'd do it for that. But I think, to be honest, it's hardly anything else game-wise. And also, I completely agree with that. Nearly 50 quid for FIFA 19.
He waited too long. He should have got some vouchers and got it when it was 45 quid.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bargain.
Yeah. Soon it'll be more than it was brand new.
It is now.
But yeah. Do you have anything else for this year, Russ?
Not really. No, I think I've covered pretty much everything gaming wise. If we want to talk a little bit about everything else about 2021, or we just move on and talk about next year. But I'm gaming wise, I'm done for 2021. So,
well, okay. The one thing I'd throw in is a couple of weeks before the gaming market, I went to Comic-Con in London, like the first one in 2.5 years, I think it was. So it was good because along the same sort of things with the gaming market, it's not just games, but there were gaming stalls. I bought games there. I bought like gaming related items such as trading cards. I bought Sonic card game, but it's the same opinion. Like you do get deals, meeting up with mates. In that case, it wasn't drinking; it was getting KFC. But I was really happy to get to do that again. So, but I'd say other than that, in terms of gaming, not that I can think of. You got anything left this year, Al?
Not gaming wise, no.
Generally?
Loads of stuff generally. Well, we spoke about most of it. We spoke about like the charity thing and all that. The only other thing I got is my cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Russ wants to hear about.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about your cruise. Oh, it's a big event, big event, and
Well, hopefully it's fresh in your memory.
Yeah, just about. There was a lot of alcohol consumed. I might forget most of it, but yes, it was like the worry first of all, because obviously, like a week before I go is when all this talk of lockdown started happening and everything, and then we had to go and take so many COVID tests to even get on the plane to leave in the first place. It's like just hoping. Obviously, there were 6 of us going, so it's hoping that all 6 of us are going to get the negative to get on there. And we eventually got there. We got on it. We got out there, still worried about whether we was going to get through. Like, things changed while we were in the air. Are we going to get into the country? But no, we got there. We got on the ship. Then there was the worry if like things were changing. Are we going to get home? Have we got to isolate when we get home? Have we got to do this? Have we got to do that? But yeah, we got there. It was worth it. My nose is falling to bits from where is it? When you go on holiday, people wear sunscreen. Don't be like me. Take it with you and like only put it on for like 2 times.
Life tip there.
Oh, good grief! You didn't do that, did you?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't like putting it on.
You spend too much on horse games to afford it.
But yeah, we went over there. We went to British Virgin Islands to a little place called Tortola, which is like a tiny island. There weren't really anything on it, but unbelievable. It's like most of these little countries out in the Caribbean you don't realise are probably 90% trees. Most of them have got rainforest. I can't believe how much it rained when we was over there. You don't think about this sort of stuff. You think, oh, Caribbean, it's nice beaches, it's sunshine 24/7. No, it rains a lot.
You went to the rainy season, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it is Christmas time.
So they get rainy season rather than snow.
Yeah, but even when it does rain, it rains for about 5 minutes, and before you know it, you're dry. The sun's so hot out there.
Yeah,
it just dries you off.
Humid?
No, it weren't. It's not too bad. It was only about between like 28 and 30 this time of the year. I wouldn't want to do it in the summer.
No.
I definitely wouldn't want to do it in the summer because they're like talking 40, 45 degrees over there. And I thought like 30 was too much for me.
Oh, yeah,
really
same
like the heat.
Is it the first time you've been on the cruise?
It's the first time I've been on the cruise, and it's the first time I've been to the Caribbean.
Excellent.
Other than like America, I've not done any long haul flights.
Right.
So I want to do other places. Japan comes up a lot. I want to go there.
Yeah, same here.
We're talking about a cruise going around all like the, well, I don't know what you'll call it, like Egypt and Dubai and all that sort of area.
Right, Middle East.
Whatever it is, yeah, that's it, Middle East. Talking about doing that, going down that canal where that ship got stuck for about 2 months.
Is that a wise idea? You know, with your luck, mate, you know what'll happen.
Went over the British Virgin Islands. Went to St. Martin, St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, which was the only place over there that wouldn't let you off the ship unless you were booked on an excursion.
Mm.
They were completely against anyone just walking off the ship because of COVID regulations. But it's unbelievable. You go over there, even in the streets, everyone's wearing masks. The only time you take your mask off is when you're like eating or drinking.
Mm.
Other than that, you wear your mask all the time. And they've got like hardly any cases. One of the islands I went on didn't even have any for about a year, but they were still wearing their masks and stuff.
Goes to show, doesn't it?
They're all worried, but yeah, it just shows you like everything out there was a lot better than the UK when it comes to the COVID stuff. I mean, they were spot on it. As soon as they see you with like even mask down over your nose, they're on your nose, put that back up.
That's how it should be.
But like even out in the street, they're wearing it, and like maybe that is something they need to do over here.
Mm.
If as soon as you leave your house, your mask goes on, you don't take it off unless you're eating or drinking. It's working for them. Well, it didn't go to Jamaica. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, couldn't I ask the captain? You mind taking a detour to go to Jamaica because my mate says we haven't been there. You know,
we went to Barbados, if you can call it Barbados. We literally landed. We come off the plane straight onto a coach. The coach took us to the ship.
The tip.
The ship.
Oh, the ship. I was sorry to the tip. I was like,
the tip.
Strange sightseeing tours when you go to Barbados.
Yeah, we didn't get to do anything there. But no, it's brilliant. I mean, I was up partying and stuff, and some great stories come out of it, which I'm sure you're. If I can get some video evidence of it, because someone's got one, it's not good to do. But let's just say we was dancing on the stage one night, and then the old cruise director got on the mic, thinking, "Oh, we're going to get in trouble," and told us to go back up and play the song for us.
Oh, that's excellent. That sounds like you had a good time, mate. That's good.
And like 1 a.m. when everyone's drunk and everyone does it. So, yeah.
Is this true, Al?
Al has a Caribbean wedding planned next year. Maybe, I don't know. We will. Might take Martin out there.
Tell them about the holes in the ground.
The holes in the ground, they're terrible. I've got pictures and videos of it. It's going to be in my video anyway. You'll see it. It was Antigua. Don't go there. I do not recommend going to Antigua.
Al's travel advice.
Yeah. It was bad. It made. I'll put it this way. I could probably go to a shantytown. It would have been better than Antigua.
Oh God.
It was bad.
Can't be worse than around here.
I don't think they've got road maintenance.
Just get a shovel and.
I was walking down the street and there was like a 10-foot hole in the ground and I nearly went down it. Just in the middle of the pavement.
Yep, we got potholes over here.
Oh, you wouldn't have got out of it. You went down that one.
Been stuck down there for a couple of days.
It was really bad.
Well, it's a nice way to finish the year, though, Al.
It was. And by the sounds of it, it could be a long time before I do it again. So
that's very true. It's very true.
We're waiting to see what happens. I mean, I was watching the news earlier and he's saying he's not going to do it before Christmas, but be expecting that news on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
It's a shame, isn't it? I mean, I'm trying to think of all the stuff that's happened this year. I mean, I started this year working where I am now, working at the same place, doing a job, and here I'm at the end of the year doing the job I was doing at the start of 2020. It's been a strange year. It's really just been sort of working for me. I've hardly, apart from immediate family and whatever, I've not, on the odd occasion I've bumped into YouTubers, etc. at events. I've not seen anybody or been anywhere particularly exciting this year. It's very much been a hard working year, which is why I've constantly moaned about how tired I've been the last 3 or 4 months with everything else going on. And you know, we all sat here last year thinking, oh well, 2021 will be better than 2020. I don't know, has it been?
It was starting to get that way around July, August time.
It was, but you know, I mean, we had that little spike, didn't we, around the European Championships of football when that was on in June and July, and it sort of dropped off again after that, and then all of a sudden it picked up a little bit when everybody went back to school, but nothing, and all of a sudden we're cruising along. We're still getting 30 to 40,000 cases a day, and all of a sudden we get this Omicron thing, and it's just throwing everything back out again. Now we got 90,000 cases a day, but because more people are testing probably now than ever before. On the advice of the government, and as you said, Al, you know, we're all expecting this, and you know, if you look at what Scotland have done, you look at what Wales are doing, it's inevitable we're going to have further restrictions applied to us. It's just a matter of, you know, when rather than if, and it's just going to throw, you know, everything back into concern again. I mean, you got everything else going on. You got rising prices and all that business. It's 2022 is not looking to be a good year at the moment.
No, all you got to do is look at the countries that are like border us. You think Netherlands, they went into lockdown. Germany are literally on the verge. France, and it's like, oh, it's not looking good for us.
And closing the borders, and you know, not letting people in, and I don't know. It's going to be a tricky couple of months, I would have thought, until we get over this. But you know, I mean, Martin's had his booster jab today because he told me before, and I had mine on Saturday. So
I was going to get mine before I went, but there was no booking, so obviously I couldn't do it. I've got to book it now. I've got to wait for my test results to come through because I can't leave the house until I get the negative result through.
Yeah, when's it due? You know.
I sent it off yesterday morning when I got back. And it takes up to 48 hours. So I'm hoping by the morning it should be all right.
Yeah.
It might be on there now, so I ain't checked.
No, but it's a tricky. It's uncertain times again. We as you said, we were just getting over it, and it seems as if, you know, things were returning to what they used to class as the word normal, and now it's all up in the air again. Let's just
don't create sitting here next Christmas talking about this again.
Well, I'd hope not. I really would. It'd be nice to. It'd be nice to, you know, how we've had this conversation 3 months ago. It'd probably been a different conversation.
Yeah.
But looking at things are now, you can't make any plans. You can't even think about it. I mean, with respect to you, Al, you know, people are booking these holidays, overseas holidays. I think it's crazy. Absolutely. You know, it's just, you know, we're still in a pandemic. This thing ain't going to finish. It's when's it going to be over? We don't know.
Well,
so when people start booking foreign holidays,
we booked this 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. Did you have it?
We was meant to go in June 2020, and obviously that went out the window. Then we was meant to go the start of this year, and that went out the window. So we moved it. Said, "Oh, it's got to be all right by the end of the year." And it was my dad's 60th birthday on Saturday, so we planned to do it then. And then we thought, "Oh, lovely! It's like all going smooth through the summer. This is brilliant." And like, we're about to go away, like 10 days before we go away, this Omicron was like announced. We're like, oh, this don't sound good.
And of course, it's people who've gone away and then they get caught overseas or abroad. Yeah. And then all of a sudden we're announcing, you know, if you're going to come back, you've got to quarantine, which is going to be an indirect cost to you to do that. So the government ain't going to pick the price of doing that at all. And that's why I think it's absolutely mad that people would think about going abroad. I just don't
understand.
We did nearly cancel it, like 3 or 4 days before we went, and we're like, we've come this far. How long is it going to be before we get to go again? We've done a load of tests already. We've paid for all these COVID tests. We've got all our stuff all booked. Let's just go and deal with it when we come back.
I've had more people at work affected by it in the last 4 months than we'd probably had during the entire run so far. Or the amount of people who've had scares, have had to go for tests or whatever. I had one engineer I think he's been for three PCRs due to feeling unwell over the course of the last 3 months. And then probably about 2 weeks ago, his wife, who works in a school, she tested positive for COVID. And then lo and behold, 2 days later, which was, I think it was last Wednesday, he tested positive as well. So, and there's a guy who was off in August with it. And again, this is odd. He'd been away somewhere and come back, and 2 days later, he fell ill. So he isolated at home. And then about 4 weeks ago, his wife got it. So he had to go for tests as well to find out they hadn't got it again. And it's just crazy. It really is.
I completely agree. I mean, I don't see the logic in that thing. Oh, I'll book a holiday. I mean, as you said, you booked yours before, Al, which is fair enough. But I know people who have decided to book a holiday, and I'm like, why? Like, is it really that good an idea at the minute? Like you say.
Yeah, I'm in like the Facebook group for it, and they're saying, oh, it's really cheap to go if you go like from this Sunday just gone for 2 weeks over Christmas and New Year. I mean, yeah, I bet it is because everyone else probably pulled out. And people are like going, yeah, I'll book it like 3 or 4 days before they're going. They're booking up to go over Christmas and New Year because it's really cheap because they can't sell the spaces.
Yeah, it's difficult to know what's going to happen. I mean, Alex was posted there about his daughter and wife have got COVID. I'm sorry to hear that, Alex. I really am. I mean, you mentioned about the mask thing as well, and that even walking around now, you still see people without them, or people aren't taking care and attention of staying close. And I don't know. One day we're going to wake up, and at some point in the future, it's all going to be irrelevant and whatever. And vaccines was stuff you had at school up until about 12 months ago.
You'll be going through your pocket in 10 years' time, going, "Oh look, what's this mask for?"
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. Or in 10 years' time, you're still using it as standard. I mean, before Omicron came out, they were saying that possibly by the end of 2024, the entire world would have COVID under some sort of control, not individual areas where the richer countries get the benefit of having the vaccinations and the poorer countries don't. Where the entire world has got a fully vaccinated countries and proper programs in place. 2024, that's still 3 years away.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
And if we were lucky, possibly by the end of 2023. But I mean, it's the whole thing in this day and age has absolutely stunned me by how quickly it spread, how quickly it moved around, but also how quickly that science reacted to get us a vaccination within the first 12 months of it happening, to roll that out. And again, to be able to say, well, the vaccines we got now, well, rather than have 2 doses, you need a third one. We're going to end up being vaccinated for a very, very long period of time until it comes under control of some sort. So it's going to be around for a long time to come. But again, it's how you deal with it. Do you keep shutting down sections of the economy? Do you keep shutting down sections of society? You're shutting down events like, we mentioned Wales, they've cancelled all sporting events outdoors from Boxing Day. No fans. Scotland have cut down fans at outdoor events of any size down to 500 people. So the Old Firm game's going to be interesting in a couple of weeks' time, Paul, I think, if you're still in the chat. Rangers against Celtic in front of 500 people. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a long while yet until it gets fully under. Just when we think we're getting under control, something else comes. And again, if this happens now, it's going to happen again in the future, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I wonder how much of the government knew about this, because how long ago did they cancel the fireworks?
London said they weren't doing a fireworks celebration this year. They were going to do something on New Year's Eve, but they've had to cancel that as well now, haven't they? I think.
Yeah. But I mean, that was a big cost to them, is the fireworks, and did they know in advance that this was going to happen and they got rid of them?
I don't know. Well, they cancelled it last year as well, didn't they? They cancelled it last year as well. Or didn't they? They didn't cancel last year. They had it last year, but they stopped people going to it last year.
We were going to it.
Yeah. See you, Nate.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah. Sorry, but we're all going a bit serious here, but it's a very serious matter that affects all of us at the moment. And
it's getting to the part where we're going to talk about 2022. You see, so none of these might not happen.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I mean, that's why what can you plan for it? But yeah, that's the next bit to finish on, isn't it? Really.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Who knows? But if we are looking positively, it's like, if you could do stuff, what are you hoping to do, say, next year? Like, realistically, so
events, road trips, game hunting in shops.
I think it's going to be mostly stuff over in this country, isn't it? Like, rather than going abroad.
Well, that was the plan anyway. But it's like, are we going to be able to do that now anyway? Are the shops going to be shut? Are they going to cancel Doncaster's meant to be on the 26th of February for your birthday, or are they going to let it go?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to get to Leeds, the first event next year? Are we going to get to the London gaming market? Or are we going to have them all now?
Will there be a revival next year?
Apparently not, according to Dana. Not the start of it anyway.
I don't know. I mean, for me personally, from a gaming point, and a channel point as well. I mean, to tie the two in together. Yes, to go to have more events and meet more people, that would be lovely. In terms of what I want to do on here, is probably do a bit more actually playing games. I say this every single year. But I want to play more games next year and put more gameplay and stuff on my channel and do it that way. Now I've got the setup sorted out, I can do that, and I'd like to really start making some inroads into some of these things here and find out if they're any good or not. Yeah.
I think probably similar to you for me personally, like hope to get to the events and meet more people. Potentially even get up to Doncaster, even if it's not like the February one.
Mm.
I mean, as you said, if it is February, it's like literally the weekend right before my birthday.
Mm.
But it's like, even if it's just meet people at, say, a retro shop. Like I know, for instance, you said about potentially coming down Retro Hunter at some point. But also, like, I think I want to do more with other people, like whether it's on my channel or like other channels, like say, appear on more streams, host more streams like this. I mean, the one thing I'm looking at doing is, I mentioned previously that sort of mastermind sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't actually forgotten that. I've just been working out the exact format. I think I've pretty much got it, so I'm going to do an announcement soon about it. But like, start doing that, like I was like, well, I'll wait till next year, like early-ish next year. So I'll give you more details soon, everyone.
That's good.
Good.
But like get more of that sort of thing started and do more streaming on the Xbox, and hopefully maybe work towards streaming on my Switch.
So like live streams are brilliant, even if you're just playing a game that no one likes. Just the fact people can come and chat on the stream rather than just upload a video and then you can't talk to anyone on it. You can leave a comment. That's about it. You can't talk to everyone. Everyone's been having a good laugh tonight, chatting. Yeah. Everyone's talking. They're asking questions to us. They're asking us thoughts on stuff. You don't get that with that sort of thing. You only get that with live streams.
Exactly. I mean,
and they're good fun whether you're sitting here on them or whether you're sitting there watching them.
Well, we've had so much fun doing Fall Guys, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had so much fun doing that. I streamed a Crisis Wing on the PlayStation 4 a few months ago. That was just randomly done on a Sunday afternoon. So I sat there and I thought I'll just do this and see how it went. And that was, it was good fun to do. So, it's good so many people do a variety of things for everybody else to get involved in. I know it's us three sitting here talking tonight, but we've got so many people in the chat and leaving comments and whatever, and that needs to continue. That needs to continue next year, and I hope people do it. And sometimes I felt there have been maybe too many streams at certain times, but it's very popular because a lot of people get used to it. We've been very lucky to have so many people pop onto the TMB, and that's been great because, again, without people being in the chat, it doesn't really go. So, I agree with that.
I think that's been one good thing about all this, though. Like, the way it's brought people together, like with the streams and all that. Like, would the streams have happened so much if, say, like, we didn't have, say, like, not able to go do so much and all that?
Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know.
But I don't see any reason why, say things get a bit more back to normal, we can do whatever next year a bit at least, why they'd have to stop. Maybe reduced a bit, yeah, but there's no reason for them to stop. And also...
You got 3 questions there.
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, yes. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Yes. Who's going to take over the 12 streams of Christmas next year?
I think he's done such a good job. He has to keep it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The public is
James,
spoken,
I think we
James.
just volunteered you, all of us.
Either that or it's cost him an absolute fortune with all these gifts he's sent out to everyone.
And
I
also,
haven't opened mine. Yeah, I haven't opened mine yet.
You're not
Are we meant to? Are we meant to open those gifts from James? Or not?
You
I
open
think you
them on
said
the
doing
stream.
them on the stream.
I know the Secret Santa you meant to open on the stream, but
No, I think you did say his ones as well.
His one as well.
I didn't know, so I haven't opened them anyway, so that's all right.
But yeah.
Why James is here, I just want to confirm.
Oh.
Is this the one from you, James? I won't show the other side. It's got my address on it.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
one's
so, no.
like
Yeah.
a smaller one. It was in an envelope, my one.
Yeah, I have mine.
Well, the other one's that one, and I don't think it's that.
His one had his name on his back.
Yeah.
I had a sticker on the back of the envelope saying his name.
If there's another address on there other than yours, Al, it's not.
Well, no, that's not true, but it actually had his name.
I don't know. Is he here?
Yeah, no, the rest of them were like small envelopes with a sticker saying like his name and that on them.
I've only got 2 parcels. One is that one which says Secret Santa do not open, and the other one is this one.
Oh.
I don't know, though. Don't know.
No.
I've had to...
I don't know if this is yours, James, whether you can confirm.
I mean, I actually had to send James my video earlier before the stream, like where I opened mine, but I can't do the stream on Thursday.
Oh, yes, you mentioned last night, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a suspicion I know who my Secret Santa was.
Well, you can't tell us.
Well, I'm not going to tell everyone, but
That's right.
all I'm going to say is when I did TMB with you on Sunday, I mentioned something specific, and I got asked a question by someone straight after that, which conveniently ties into what I got. So I think I know who mine is.
Oh,
well, all will be revealed on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is true, actually, Al. If it is from James, if it's got his name on the back, he's actually done it in wrapping paper on the inside as well.
yeah, but he's here in the chat.
And he said, yes, mate.
He says, yes, mate, so that is the one. I'll leave that then.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's in wrapping paper inside as well.
That's all right. I'll still
Red, I
leave
believe.
it. I'll still leave it till Christmas. Well, till 23rd anyway.
Detective, apparently I like SJW Rick James and also Detective Barbie.
So coming on to 2022.
Yes.
Don't know whether Russ will be able to answer any of this because he doesn't do any modern games. Is there any games coming out next year you're looking forward to? I know one Martin is because it's on.
No, there's like, well, yeah, one definite, and a few other ones which, well, should or potentially be coming out next year. You know which one I'm going to say for definite.
Yeah.
Which is Arceus, which I can't believe is out just over a month.
I know, 28th.
Yep, I got the day off.
I got the weekend off. Yes.
And then the other one I'm really hoping does come out next year is Breath of the Wild 2. Plus, I know there's new Sonic coming out, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Origins coming out, and I'll probably get GTA for my Switch. But that's just what we know.
I'm waiting for the Packer Ball All Stars to come out because it was meant to come out in August this year, and it's now apparently coming out on the 22nd of March next year. Ross reckons it's never coming out. But there's a couple of games. There's one, I don't know if Dylan's still watching, but I know for a fact he'll be buying it. It's called Skull, but it's spelled SKUL. Skull.
Right.
The Hero Slayer. It's basically a bit like Shovel Knight, but you're the bad guy killing heroes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2D platformer. So
I've got no idea what's coming out next year, so I have absolutely no idea.
Most of mine are Switch games. There's a few PS4 ones.
Can't forget FIFA 23.
You can. Please forget FIFA 23.
Yeah,
well, I reckon
there's 2 people calling out
Forbidden
West, which is obviously the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep. Oh,
Fable.
Yep, that'd be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more Pokemon as well end of the year.
Yeah, there will be.
I reckon there will be, but I don't know what.
Ruby Sapphire?
No, it'll be either, I reckon, Let's Go or Let's Go Johto or Gen 9, but I don't know which.
I don't reckon they'll bring out another new Pokemon generation just yet, I don't think.
I do.
Maybe
3 years.
Years ago, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's see. We've got Stalker 3, Paul suggesting, and Brosib's also saying Breath of the Wild 2.
Sounds good.
I think apart from the Pokemon ones, Breath of the Wild 2 is the big one I'm looking forward to. Because, I mean, love the first one. Also, the other thing that's coming out, which I'm getting, is the Amiga Mini.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not impressed by the lineup of games for it.
No.
Because I had a few of them when I had Amiga originally. And I've got the original hardware, so for me, I'm not particularly wasn't particularly interested in getting it. I mean, I've got some of the other mini consoles, but again, purely because some games on there I either wouldn't get a chance to pick up or wouldn't be able to afford to pick up. But the Amiga Mini, not for me, really.
I mean, I'm getting it because I want a 500. I used to have one. And although he said this game section's not great, some of the ones I played when I was younger are on it. Zozul, Pinball Dreams, I think is one I used to play a lot. And I know you can add other games to it as well. So
you can do a bit like the C64 Mini, where you can run it off a USB or a flash or something like that.
So,
but you mentioned Zool. Zool's not a favourite of mine. I always thought the pinball games were overrated. So, well, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I actually do have Zool for the Amiga. It's one I managed to actually pick up quite cheap, but I think it'd be good to have it if, like, at least I'll be able to play. I said mainly the pinball game is the main one I played when I was younger. It'd be nice to be able to play it because I think it's Pinball Dreams. I think, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
there's Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, and Pinball something else.
Yeah, no, it is Pinball Dreams. I looked at it last night.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean...
I was hoping Eddie and Dylan would have still been in the chat because there's actually a really good shooter coming out next year.
Yeah, which one?
What's that?
It's called Ondro Dunus 2.
Well, how are you spelling that?
Andro.
Yeah.
Dunus is Dunos. And then 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of the first one, so.
No, I've never heard of the first one, but it looked really good when I was looking at the gameplay of it. It's a nice little side-scrolling shooter.
I just want to play more stuff next year. I think that's what it boils down to. I mean, whether they're new games or old games. I mean, I have played quite a lot of newer games recently, but I just want to sit down and just spend time playing games. And
What games you played this year?
Well, I mean, I played a lot of. I played probably more games this year, but I played a lot of old Commodore games this year, so I've enjoyed playing those. I've rediscovered playing the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Which I haven't played for years, and most of the games we played off emulation. And I played a bit of Mega Drive and Master System as well. So, but then again, I played quite a lot of Fall Guys this year with you, also on my own. And I've played played Spider-Man, Crisis Wing. What did I played as well? And I played a bit of Switch. I played the Crash trilogy, bits of again, and Rayman Legends. So, I've dabbled quite a bit this year, but I probably want to try and focus a bit more on just going maybe through one system and just playing a stack load of games from it and just wrap them all up and then if I play them for 5 minutes and a load of rubbish, then I can just say, well, I've played that one, it's a load of rubbish, move on to the next one and try them all out. So that's something I want to do. But I always say every year I'm going to play more games. But I think next year I do want to actually sit down and give that a proper whack.
Yeah.
And if I do game hunts or go to markets or whatever, then I'm just picking up games that I find in passing. And do it that way rather than go out deliberately, just go out and buy stuff because it's there. But I wasn't finding that anyway, even though I was going out to places like charity shops and CEX. I wasn't really finding a lot of that interesting me.
No.
So it's now probably an ideal time to sit down and play more games next year.
Yeah. But what you were just hinting on, is there any title in particular you're looking to get next year? Like an existing one?
No. I just come across stuff, Martin. I just stumble across something. I walk into a shop and I find, oh, that's interesting, and I'll look. I haven't heard of that before, or I heard about that originally, and just do it that way. When I picked that Tiny Toons game up, Toonenstein on the PS1, just by complete accident, and I just saw it. I thought, what's that? And I just saw the spine. What is it? And I pulled it out, and I thought, all of a sudden, something triggered the back of my mind and went, I remember that. I remember reading about that at the time. I liked the cartoon when it came out originally. So I thought, oh, and I hadn't got a manual, and usually I wouldn't have touched it, but I thought, well, how often do I see something like this? I thought I'd better grab it. So that's how I work a lot of the time. I'll just go through game titles, what's that, and pull it out and go, oh, that reminds me of something. Or I'll go, oh, that looks interesting. And then that's how I tend to shop, really.
Yeah, I mean, that tends to be what I do, but there's like the odd game that I look for, like I want to keep an eye out for. I mean, I normally try to get myself like a bit more expensive title, like for my birthday as a treat. So I think I bought like Majora's Mask, I bought Sonic and Knuckles and all that. But the ones I really want to look forward to are Sonic Adventure 2 for the actual Dreamcast. And I want to see if I can get Zelda 4 Swords for the GameCube. Like specific ones. Like, because I really want to play them. But like, ones I want in my collection, but ones I don't expect to just find out, which is the majority of what I get. Like you. What about you, Al?
So I was just laughing to Mark's comment.
Yeah, I saw that there.
Well, I had Paul and Sean looking at me funny when we was on the road trip, because what I do now, I've got to the stage now where I don't just buy games for the sake of it.
Yeah.
If I see a game and I think, oh, that looks interesting, what I do now, I go on YouTube and look up gameplay of it. And I think, you know what, that game looks quite fun. I will play that. I'll buy it.
I tend to do that after I bought games, Al, to be honest with you.
I'll do it before.
Yeah.
The only ones I just go and buy is the 360 ones, obviously going for full sets. But other than that, all the other systems, I'll look up gameplay and think, oh, that's all right. I'll get that.
I just get more looking at a box or artwork. You know, I've said this before. When I first started collecting PlayStation 2, I was buying games based on the artwork, because I thought, well, the artwork's interesting, or the artwork's really bad on that, says I've got to buy it for that particular reason. And I'll go back to doing that again, because years and years ago, and I've said this before, when we used to buy 8-bit and 16-bit games, you were basically going off what the artwork was like, or if you got a few screenshots on there, you can guarantee that some of those screenshots wouldn't be applicable to the version you were buying. So we used to put that thing on the back saying screenshots may not be from the system may not be from the system you're buying for. And you knew that. You? Well, you know damn well if you're buying a Spectrum game and it was full colour graphics on the back, you weren't going to be getting those graphics. So you were taking the punt each time. I'd like to get back doing it that way, because you can actually find some interesting games that way, and you'll find a right load of tat and all. But that's part of the fun of it. And if you're not spending a huge amount of money doing it, it's an easy way of doing it and having a bit of fun at the same time. Yeah. And I thought about that, looking at obscure games or games I never heard of on eBay, purely based on the cover, and just buying them if they were, a couple of quid each or something, just buying them on that basis, see if they're any good.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting video, I think.
I think it's just a way of making the variety. I know, obviously you guys got games you're looking out for, but for me, it's like I'm more interested to find out games people may have forgotten, or I've never heard of, but the people may have heard of, and doing it that way. I'd Retro Ed sent me some games a couple of weeks ago, and there were a couple of Spectrum games in there, which I thought I really wanted to play those. And there was one I'd never even heard of before from Codemasters. And I thought, I've heard of most of the Codemasters games, but I heard about this one. But then finding out about that one, and then found out about another game they brought out, which I didn't even know they'd done either. So I'm on the lookout for that now. So,
yeah,
it's a full mode. It just takes a different dimension. I'm buying unknown games in small quantities.
Or I like going in the shop, just looking, and you see a game, and you're suddenly, similar to what you were saying earlier, like, I remember seeing this game before and I wanted to buy it then. Didn't for whatever reason, like maybe now's the time to buy it, for example. Like I've got a couple of GameCube games for Christmas because I was going to end up having to buy them. But as in, I'm not paying for them, but I have to do the buying. But one of them is one I've wanted for a long, long time, as Mando knows. And the other one is something I'm really related to, I'm interested in, like the series. But I totally forgot about this game until I saw it in the Retro Hunter. So I was like, I've got to have it. So it's like similar to what you're saying about the Tunenstein one.
Yeah.
But like not in this exact same manner. But yeah, I need to see about doing that, I think. Just like, oh yeah, I see this game. I wanted it before. It does interest me. Buy it when I can, sort of thing. Because I used to not do that so much. Like, I'll just hold off and stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got anything else you're looking for, particularly, Al?
I'm just trying to cut down a bit. Like, last couple of years, if I see a game, I just used to buy it, not look at any of it, just put it on the shelf, never get played. It's still never been played. So I'm hoping to get through most of these games eventually.
Yeah.
Not so much do videos on them, but just sit here and go, you know what, today I'm going to have the PC Engine set up, today I'm going to have the Mega Drive set up, today I'm going to have the SNES set up and just play games
That's
for a day.
That's what I said, you just get one system set up and just go through a load of discs and see how you go.
Yeah.
You can guarantee you'll probably get 2 games in and get stuck on something and decide you're going to sit there for the rest of the day playing it.
Yeah, I mean...
That happens,
next year I want to try and play some more of the GameCube games, because there's a lot of them I've not played for, and a lot of the PlayStation 1 games we're planning for next year.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd love to get stuck into a big long game for once, maybe on the Switch or something. Because I was more worried this year about keeping my Xbox One streak going. But obviously, with the holiday, that went, so I finished on 424 days of getting an achievement every day. So now I don't need to carry on with that. If I play an Xbox game, I play an Xbox game. If I don't, I mean, in January, we're doing the physical only month for Xbox Gamer Score. We can only play games that we own.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't mention that.
No Game Pass.
So no Game Pass, no digital games. So that's going to get us playing games that we've actually got sitting around. Because I've got about 100 Xbox One games there, and probably 80% of them are still sealed.
Oh, well, at least you've got Gamer Score to get then.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing like Alex Kidd and stuff like that, which has just been sitting there. I bought it brand new at launch, and it's just sat there.
Like mine.
Like Russ's one.
Oh, I know when you've actually played it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. So you got an Xbox, Al, yeah?
Yeah.
Yours is PS4, yeah?
Yep.
And mine's Switch. So
there
you go.
But do you have the big box version?
He does. He unboxed it. Didn't you unbox it, Martin, on your channel?
Yeah, I did an unboxing video.
Oh,
yeah.
I've only got the basic one.
Yeah, and I showed the case thing on the stream. But yeah, no, I had to buy the big box one.
I don't remember what people picked up last week, let alone whatever you got.
Well, just a slight spoiler, Al. When I was on the Master System stream, I was saying about how the original of this was like pretty much the first game I ever played. So, yeah.
That's good.
But yeah.
I played it.
I know what you mean, though. I've got some Xbox One games I haven't played either, but they're mostly cat. So some of them I got inspired by you, actually.
A lot of mine.
I bought that bull riding one for a laugh. So I might stream that.
I'll get all the dirty games from Martin, like Wafu.
Oh yeah, there's still one or two of them I need to buy. You know that that Waifu Uncovered one, for example.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a second one?
I think I thought, was it Dylan talking about it, Eddie?
Yeah, second one. It's only digital at the minute, but whether they'll make it physical, I don't know.
They should do.
And there's that perky little things, point and click. Totally NSFW one.
Quite a few.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try to them next year.
For your subset.
Yep.
I'll
do a whole video on NSFW game pickups. The thing is, I think I might actually be serious.
Stranger videos have popped up over the years.
Paul's been led to believe that it was 360 only. No, I'm sure it was any Xbox game, as long as you owned it.
Yep, and he's off now.
I think the only two rules were that you must own it, and it can't be a kids game with easy gamer score on it.
Interesting.
But I've heard Alex Kidd is like really hard.
Okay. What, to get the achievements or play?
Yeah. To get the achievements, and to play apparently.
I have no idea because they're not on Switch.
No.
Well, you made a pig's ear of your Mega Drive playthrough, so
yeah.
They're not easy, those games.
Can't be as bad as my Sonic 2 on the Master System.
By chance, was that the hang glider?
I didn't get that far. I didn't get past the first boss. I just kept rolling into him.
Here's the thing. If it's on the Game Gear, I can forgive you for that. Because the resolution makes that first boss ridiculously hard. On the Master System, you've got no excuse.
You have been told.
About 8 times that you killed me.
The funny thing is now, if it wasn't Alex Kidd that was the first game I played, it was that Sonic 2 on Master System. So it is one I do know about. I still can't get past the second level, so I can't use hang glider.
I can't even get to the second level, so you're doing better than me.
Well, I'm just glad I found someone I'm better than. But I think I might leave the stream there. We're going for 2.5 hours.
Sounds good.
We've been, we spent half an hour talking about nothing, didn't we? Oh, sorry, can you hear me? It was our first half an hour.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
But
that was like 2 hours ago.
I know it's flown by, but I mean, it's been fun to reminisce about it, and it's nice we've had so many people in again asking questions and stuff. And now these streams have been really good to do, and thanks for having me on, Martin. It's
that's a pleasure.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been good with the memories.
Yeah, and thank you both for coming on as well.
No, it's a pleasure, mate.
It wasn't on my lonesome for the night.
You'd have been all right.
Yeah. Also, I want to say thank you everyone for coming on and watching as well and leaving comments. It's much appreciated. And thanks to James GamezoneBirdroom for arranging the whole thing.
Yep.
And he's got another year's worth to look forward to by the sound of it.
Mm. Can
I hear you now? No.
We've still got 2 of these to come, haven't we? Though still got 2 to come.
That's the point. Do you want to talk about yours, Al?
Let's talk about James's one first, because he's the.
Okay, let's talk about James's one on Thursday, which is the Secret Santa one, where I'm not going to say everyone, because they mostly everyone, because I know for a fact I'm not doing it. Is going to be opening their Secret Santa presents, whether it's the ones from James himself or from other people in the community. I believe there were 18 of us in the end who did it, so that's going to be a lot of unopenings. People generally be opening them on stream. I've done a pre-recorded video I sent to him earlier, and even then I've got it down to 5 minutes after I took out God knows how much time just unwrapping bubble wrap. If I could have got it, I was going to get that little SpongeBob thing and just put it in between where it goes 2 years later. And even then, when I went to send him the video, it's like it was too long. I cut it down even more for it to even bloody post him on WhatsApp. It was ridiculous. But yeah. But other people will be opening theirs on Thursday. Don't know what time he's starting.
James in the chat. Come on, James.
Yes. What time are you starting, James?
And how are we doing it? Because I've got no idea.
Yeah, are we pulling out numbers to who's going on or what
Yeah, we would be given a time slot. In the meantime...
Going to need about 15 minutes each by the sound of Martin.
That's the longer thing about me doing mine in advance. I've just saved everyone 10 minutes of me just trying to open bubble wrap. And even then, it was like sticking to the hair a bit as I did it.
While we're waiting for James to respond, Al, why don't you tell us what's happening on Friday?
Yes. On Friday we're going to get drunk and chat rubbish. If anyone was around for last year, yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. Where it's going to be the link to the stream is going to be put into the comments, and we're just going to have everyone on. It's an open invite. Anyone who's around can come on. We had people from all over the world last year because we kept going all night, and obviously the longer you go on, people are waking up. So we had our good friend,
or falling asleep.
Yeah, the man in Japan come on about 1 o'clock in the morning. Had Bangkok Ian all the way over from Thailand. So yeah, but I think last year was a bit hectic. I'm going to try and keep it to a maximum of 2 guests at a time. So if anyone does pop along and they're waiting backstage because there's already 2 on, you will get your chance. I'm not going to have people sitting on for hours at a time. I'm going to give them probably 15, 20 minutes max. Depending on how many people want to come on.
Yeah.
Watch it, no one will now.
Yeah.
10 hours, just about.
Yeah. But that'll probably go out the window after I had a few, and there'd be 6 of us here chatting rubbish.
Yeah. Did you subscribe to StreamYard and get more on if you want?
Yeah, I might do that. You can have up to 10, can't you?
Yeah, you can have, 10. All trying to talk at once. That'd be good. Oh, James has put that time on the chat, hasn't he?
He has.
Yeah.
It's 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
2 people on at time with Paul as a full-time guest.
So that's 4 people on?
Yeah, I assume that would have to be just a few minutes each to open the presents and then be like, "Hi, open presents, bye."
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take my time. Each little paper, like that, and
go along popping each bubble in the bubble.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
How many addresses are going to get shown?
Oh, that's a point. Yeah.
That's where I am victorious.
We're going to take that off before we start.
I'm going to put some masking tape over the top. Mine so no one can read it.
But yeah, that's to look forward to. And there's Retro Bates quiz tomorrow night as well on his channel, which I've been mentioning all week.
Larry Bundy.
Larry Bundy versus Sega Zombie
Jr.
Yeah,
should be interesting. Fun to watch.
Battle of the Brains that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on his channel. I think it's 8 o'clock. I think so.
I reckon Scott's got it from what we've seen from him so far. He hasn't lost one yet.
I'll be very surprised if he lost it. I don't think. I think he'll be wanting to win tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yep.
But knowledge that guy's had this year, unbelievable.
Yeah. A couple of questions.
Oh right, yeah.
Is that a Retro Bear Christmas hat?
Yes, it is.
Does that mean that will be joining your merch next year?
Yeah, I had these on last year. If you remember,
he clearly hasn't watched you last year. He never watched. He was on the stream. You was on with it on.
No, I mean, are you actually going to be like selling that, doing them as well as t-shirts for everyone?
Well, I still got a few t-shirts left, but I've only got the giant sizes now, and a couple of people have asked me for ones that are a bit smaller than that. So I might have to do another run of t-shirts. But I might. I mean, I don't know where Claire got these from last year. She got these from me last year. I got 4 of them, and I was going to send them out to people at the end of last year, but I held on to them. So I don't know if there's a call for Christmas hats. I might do it, or I don't know.
And then also, James is going to be asking for people's favourite Christmas moment as well when they open their presents.
It'll be that time I open that present on there.
Yeah.
Your favourite Christmas now is my favourite Christmas moment.
My moment of fame.
Being on a GameZone
Birdroom.
There you go, favourite Christmas moment.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
made him laugh.
Yep.
Has
But
Phoebe's
otherwise-
ticket been deleted yet? Because he hasn't left a comment for ages.
Oh no, he had to go quite some time back, I think so.
Yeah. Yes. It's been a great stream. I've really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the whole 12 streams of Christmas thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
That's
forward
been
to the
brilliant.
rest of it. Oh, he's also going to ask everyone to do that.
He's just had a little bit of a preview of it. So
There we go. Yep.
What he's going to do is he's going to pay for the subscribe one with 10 people, get like 10 guests on, and then have everyone do it at once, like 11 people. And then he'll do that as an intro to his channel. And I will tell you where you can email the fee for that idea, James. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to pretty much end the stream. So, have you got any last words, Russ?
No, but I'd like to thank everybody who's followed my channel throughout 2021. Thank you for all your support. Thank you to people who've sent me stuff this year, donated stuff this year, collaborated with the Pin and live streams, with etc. It's been brilliant. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I look forward to doing more in 2022. I just want to wish everybody a very happy and safe Christmas and a safe New Year as well.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you very much, mate.
And I will see you backstage. Well, right, bye.
Night.
And then there were two.
And there were two.
Yes. Firstly, yes, Sir Marcus, unfortunately it is. Do you have any last words, Al?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to thank Marcus for his continued support. I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. But no, yeah, just we got him going now. Well, yeah, the 12 streams of Christmas. I know I can't with the name of it, but it was a pretty simple name. Anyone could have thought of that one.
Yeah, but still good though.
But yeah, we was all sitting there towards it was the start of November. Well, probably before November we started talking about this. It just took a little bit of while for people to start arranging stuff, but James sorted this all out. He messaged people. I mean, God knows how much he paid just in postage for everyone's gifts. 18 gifts he's had to send out.
God knows how much people pay for some of these presents. Mine was £9, so
Yeah. That's what I mean. But like, he's organised it all. He sorted out the Secret Santa. Everyone just had to pick numbers. He got everyone's addresses and sent them to people. He sorted all the arrangements out. I can't wait for Thursday night to see what I've got because my box is absolutely huge. It weighs a ton. I mean, who was it? Is Mark, weren't it? Geordie Slasher said whoever sent him his cost £15 to post it. He said it costs more than whatever's inside. And that beast over there cost £9 for someone. So
yeah, same here when they sent mine.
Yeah. So yeah, it costs just as much in post as what the gift is. So, but it'd be a good laugh just to see what everyone gets and see if anyone could guess who got each other's gifts for them and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll catch up later on, I imagine, after.
But yeah, like I say, this has been a great stream. Thank you for. I know you put it in the group saying you was asking for a guest, and I jumped straight on it and said, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on so soon after your cruise as well.
Well, I feel like I needed to do so because I haven't been here for any of the other like streams or anything. So
yeah,
I thought I need to get on a couple of them. So I'm getting on the last
really
three.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, it's been a great laugh. We had a little bit of a downer point talking about the coronavirus, but there was such great memories there of the year of what we've all done and things we're looking forward to next year and stuff, and what rubbish games are coming out, what are on my list, what I'm going to buy, what no one's heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, thank you everyone who's watched tonight. Thank you, Martin, for hosting it, even though you cheated and beat me in the quiz. But yeah, just Merry Christmas, everyone, and 4 p.m. Christmas Eve. Get over to my channel. Like I say, it's an open invite. The link will be posted in the chat throughout the night. Try and maximum 2 guests at a time, but if anyone wants to come on and have a chat, we'll talk about Christmas stuff, we'll talk about gaming stuff, we'll talk about movies, we'll talk about food, whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it.
Sounds good. I recommend people go check it out. And, of course, the Secret Santa one as well.
Yes. But yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you. And I'll see you backstage. Right. Okay, everyone. Now you get to see my hair in proper detail. And also, this awesome Zelda 64 Christmas t-shirt, which Amanda pointed out to me. So thank you for that. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. It's gone a little longer than I anticipated, but my streams always seem to do that, so I should have seen it coming, if I'm totally honest. Big thanks to Russell and Al for coming on. Big thanks to you guys for watching and all your input. Really appreciate it. Even putting up with the interesting start we had to the stream. I still don't know what happened there, but hopefully it's just a blip, but I doubt it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to say, make sure to keep an eye out for the quiz tomorrow. GamezoneBirdroom Secret Santa stream on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And then Al's big Christmas party on Friday at 4 p.m. And I imagine I will see you in the chat. Thank you for watching and joining, everyone. It's been a massive pleasure. And I'll see you all. And if I don't talk to you, Merry Christmas. Bye.